What is up, super fam and bro vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are going to be checking out the season finale for The Acolyte. That's right, episode 8 is upon us, and I'm hoping that we get a good conclusive episode for all of the threads that have been strung along throughout this show, for lack of better words. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday indeed. If you haven't already, make sure you guys drop a like and a share on the stream because that helps out tremendously with all the things we're trying to do around these parts. You can also follow me. You can also follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. You can follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions. And whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. And of course, check out that weekly podcast wherever you check out your podcasts at. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm having a good one today. I hope everybody else is having a good one today. It is Tuesday. A lovely Tuesday indeed. I've been in a couple meetings today. I was just playing some Project Zomboid with my boy Electro, and that was a really good fun time. So I'm hoping everybody is having a good fun time today in Deedly-dooski. And let me know what everybody's thoughts, theories, and opinions are for this episode of The Acolyte that we're about to be getting into, man. What is this episode that we're going to be checking out tonight? Episode 8, the season finale, man. It all hinges on this. It all comes down to this, man. I did kind of say earlier that, you know, it is a possibility that this show won't necessarily give us all the answers that we are looking for, because that's just not what happens with Star Wars, right? But I'm like 100% positive we'll get some tie-in comics for this to give us a little bit more background of like Quimir and maybe the Brandakian witches and some other things like that. I'm ready for it all, man. I think we get some spiciness in today's episode, but I'm not 100% sure. I just really want to see something spicy go down, brother. Like, I just need the spiciness. I need the spicy. I needed a spice. Let me see. Like, I saw something on Twitter, and it was like, yo, would you guys like to see a season 2 from The Acolyte? And basically, my thought process on it is that I feel like The Acolyte works leagues better as a comic book rather than an actual show. I hope we get some tie-in comics surrounding some of the mysteries we may not get the answers to, which is the majority of them. And I am down for a season 2, but I think the mystery angle needs more than 8 episodes. These short runtimes are killing these shows more than anything. I felt the same way about Secret Invasion. I 100% felt like in Secret Invasion, we just didn't have enough time to really let that mystery linger and really be like hung up on all of those minute things that were going on in the show. It's unfortunate, but it's not something that is going to be something. It's not something that can work anymore. We got to have 10 to 12 episodes minimum for this to be, feasible at this point. It's just anything other than that, it just doesn't make sense. It really just doesn't make sense. But yeah, man, those are some of my thoughts, theories, and opinions going on. My theory actually for tonight's episode is that we will see. What I really want is this is crazy, but I want Quimir, or Quimir as I've been calling him. I want Quimir, my boy. I really want him to have have Osha be his acolyte. And like, I damn near want them to win. Like, whatever is going to happen there, I want the Sith shit to win. And then at the end, I want his master to come through and murder both of them. Like Emperor Palpatine and Darth Maul with his brother style. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you think you could really go and get an apprentice without me knowing? You think you can do these things without my say so? And then, just have him murder everybody. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are about this show in the comment section down below. Have you been enjoying The Acolyte? And are you excited for tonight's episode? This better be a long episode. Yo, I could not agree more, Marisu. And what is up, girlie? Good to see you back, yo. But yeah, I could not agree more. This definitely needs to be a longer episode. We need more. I mean, I doubt that they would give us anything more than an hour, but we need if this episode could be an hour and 15 minutes, that shit would be crazy. That would be insane if this could be an hour and 17 minutes, hour 15 minutes. That would be crazy. But it's probably gonna be around realistically, probably like 45 minutes, if that, because like looking at the previous episodes, what was the runtime for them? The longest episode we've had of the season has been 45 minutes. Last week's episode was the second longest episode. So I doubt they're going to give us another 45-minute episode. I highly doubt that. I would love it if they did, but I just don't think that's going to be something that they do. But I want them to, like, for real. 50 minutes, 53-minute episode would be perfect, Marisu. Like, 53 minutes would be perfect. I want a Sith Master tonight, non-negotiable. Yeah, that's a fact. That is a huge fact. Like, we got to see his master. It is time. Yo, what's up with it, Matt? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day, brother. We got T-minus 5 minutes until the episode goes up. You guys, please leave all your thoughts, theories, and opinions in the comment section down below so we can see if we gonna see what's gonna be going on tonight. Got any theories, Matt? Yo, that's a good question. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like I get my money's worth from Disney Plus. Really? Maybe you should watch more stuff. You might not be watching enough stuff. Do you like Pixar stuff? If you don't like Pixar movies, if you're not gonna watch like not the Marvel movies, but if you're not a repetitious movie watcher, I can see how it could be a little iffy to like continue to have Disney Plus. But I believe that is why they're going in with all these deals and packages with all these other people now, because it's like none of these streaming services should have been a thing. Like, they all should have just went to Netflix. Disney doesn't get their money's worth either, so it makes one wonder what's the point. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying there. But I'm not gonna lie, I think all of the Marvel shows and stuff like that has made it worth it to me, even if I don't watch it every day for me personally. But I do also have children, and they watch Disney Plus every single day for sure. Like, my kids watch Disney Plus like every day. They're watching something on Disney Plus every day for surely. Like, Disney Plus and Netflix are really the two. My boy, what's good? Yo, what's up with Ray 17? Hope you're having a good one, G. How you doing today, man? Are you excited for tonight's episode? Or are you excited for what we can see? Gotta see Tenebris. Yo, I would love to see me some Tenebris tonight. I think that would be fire to see Tenebris. For real. I don't think, again, that's one of those things where I would love to see Tenebris, but do I think we will? Probably not, G. Unfortunate, but probably not, man. I would love to, though. I get it bundled with Hulu. Hulu is what I use every day. I have not watched Hulu in years. The only thing I was watching on Hulu was Futurama. Deadass. Like, I only watched Futurama and Solar Opposites. And then I had started watching Handmaid's Tale as well. But that's really it. Those are the only things I had watched on Hulu. And American Dad. So basically all of the raunchy, hilarious shows. Like, that's the only reason why I had Hulu. I needed all those Fox cartoons. Bob's Burger. For real. We got about T-minus 2 minutes now until the episode goes up. I'm pumped for it, man. I don't know what is going to be going on today. I don't know what we're going to see. But whatever it is, I'm excited for it. You know, whatever we see today, I'm pretty excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also I'm not a little bit excited. I'm very excited. Not even gonna pretend. I am really excited for today's episode. Uh, it should be solid. Have you seen Shogun? No, I haven't seen Shogun. I've heard a lot about it. I just noticed it's on Disney Plus. Ooh, I think that's the one that I've heard a lot about. Is it on Disney Plus or is it on Disney Plus through Hulu? Like, honestly, every streaming service should have just made, like, their add-on, like, $10.99. Nah, that's stupid. That's stupid. What I was about to say was ridiculous. Everybody just should have went through Netflix. That's really it. Because the add-on shit is ridiculous, bruh. Netflix really just should have been the new cable. Like, everyone shouldn't have tried to make their own stuff. Like, that just doesn't work, fam. It just doesn't work. All right, y'all. We got a minute left until that episode is about to be up for. I was about to say House of the Dragon. What the hell are we watching, y'all? Oh, the Acolyte. Damn, my brain was fluggerdoozle. All right, here we go. It's 6 o'clock on the dot. I'm in the drop top cruising the street. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be about to be getting into this episode. Episode 8 is 49 minutes. So it actually is the longest episode of the show so far. And it also does not even, yeah, it just says episode 8 for me. It doesn't have a picture or anything. I wonder if that's yo, that's crazy. It just says episode 8. No picture, no blurb, nothing. That's kind of dope. I don't know what that's about. If you guys have not been around here before for our watch parties and review, let you guys know how we do things around here. That's right. Don't you press that play button just yet. Obviously, I cannot show the entirety of the episode here on the tube, but if you're on TikTok, you may be in for a little surprise or some love or some whatever you say. So I appreciate all of the love and the support from everybody, and we're gonna get into this episode. So I will drop the subtitles will be down here at the bottom of the screen for the entirety of the episode, and then after the episode is done, we'll talk about it and say what we liked about it and what we didn't. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. I hope you are too. Without further ado, we are about to get into episode 8, the season finale of Star Wars The Acolyte. I am so excited, and I'm so excited that we get to share this moment together. I have high hopes. Let's hope that let's hope this episode is a banger, all right? On 3, we will press play and watch this episode together. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. Let's go.
The twins. How were they created?
I fear for the girl's safety. Only a virgin could create that type of power.
There we go. Yo! My boy's soul was tweaking.
May burned down the witch's fortress and everyone was lost. How odd.
I really hope we don't get another flashback right now of the same of the episode again, but from Quimir's point of view.
Have you forgotten who we are? Where we come from? They've brainwashed you.
You need to find your master. But first, you and I are going to talk.
Below the surface of consciousness are powerful emotions. Anger, fear, desire.
That's the path to the dark side.
A sensory deprivation headpiece.
My boy said semantics.
So it's just you and the Force, and what you bring with you.
As Yoda said. Absolutely no spoilers. Yeah, facts. Let's get it. Hey, I appreciate you for this follow over there, Olise. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right, we're picking right up where we left off. Interesting choice. Oh snap! I did not know my audio was on. Sorry, YouTube. I did not know my audio was on. Oh! Yo! What's happening? What the fuck was that? Oh, she saw the... Oh. Good question. What? No fucking way, bro! No fucking way! This gotta be the 50th time that he has been about to tell her the truth and she stops him. Or he's got stopped. Like, come on. My boy is trying so hard to do the right thing. Like, he's trying so hard. See you in hell. Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Tim check. Tim check in the chat. Tim check. 1 in the chat for hot, 2 in the chat for cold. Tim check. The double moons is beautiful. Oh my God. Hey, this is the second time that we've seen the ring of a planet like be like maneuvered through. Why did he do that? Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Yo! That was a super quick wipe to Coruscant, not gonna lie, but Senator Raincourt. Do we know that name, chat? Hey, yo, my boy! Ain't that the State Farm dude? No, that's Allstate. That's Allstate, bruh. Senator Allstate. Bro, we should have saw this dude a long time ago. It's the Martian Manhunter? Oh, Supergirl Martian Manhunter. Okay, okay. Allstate dude is his brother. What? That's crazy. Ooh. I wish we would have got this episode so much earlier. Oh. Bro, it's spicy. Oh. I ain't gonna lie, they look lit. I ain't gonna lie, they look lit. They look lit, bro. Oh my God. She's not your sister, apparently, my boy. Uh-huh. The Allstate guy was also good and was also God in Lucifer. Oh, he was. I didn't watch too much of that. Yo! Oh! Holy shit! Oh my God! Oh my God! Yo! Yo, is Basil like evil or something, bro? No. Bro, Vanestra can't be evil, bro. Vanestra can't be evil. Bruh, I'm so nervous. Bruh, this episode is fire, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro, do you think we're gonna be able to go back and see Tenebris in the background of other episodes? Like, is that possible? Oh my God. Excuse me. Damn. Bruh, they look so badass together. Yo, what the what? I'm not gonna lie, chat. We are freaking cooking right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yo, let's get some likes on the stream, bro, because we're cooking right now. What the hell was she doing down there? Who the hell cut that door down? Yo, who cut the door down, son? Bro, are we gonna get a Tenebris point of view at the end of this episode? I'm sorry. She looks fire, bro. I can't handle it. Yo! We make a great team is crazy. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! We've got so many lightsaber battles in this show, and they've all been... Oh! Yo! Yes! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, shit! Come on, G, we're fucking cooking! We're cooking! Yo! We're cooking. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Not if she gets you first? Oh my goodness! Oh! 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 He did the Matrix! He did the Matrix kick on him! Bro, I know y'all know that's from the Matrix. Don't act like we don't know. Yes! Oh! Oh, shit! Come on, son! Bro will turn that lightsaber off. Bro, he will turn that... Holy shit! Ooh! Hey, bruh, she gonna lose it when she sees Pip is reset. Oh my god, that's gonna be the brink. Oh my god, bro. Bro, why is their door tore down like that? Whoa. Oh yeah, she doesn't know that part. Oh, there. Damn. That was Snack Zider level slow-mo right there. I don't think that was needed, but I get it. This is raw. Like, you can clearly, like, bro, I don't know what's about to happen, bro. I'm nervous, y'all. Oh, oh, that was hard. That was a hard transition. I think the show actually. Is that Vernes? Yo, is that Vernestra or is that Plagueis? Uh-oh. 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 What the hell? Bruh, this is... Oh my god. I am so pleased with these lightsaber fights, bruh. Oh! Yo, they are so bold the way they fight. Both of them. Like, oh! The reverse! Oh! 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 Yo! Yo! That was fire! Bruh, they showed... Bruh! The setup for that right there was amazing. The setup was crazy. That was crazy. Wow. That... Shout out to storytelling. Shout out to storytelling through combat, bro. Cause that was great. Oh, where the hell did she come from? Bro's name is just Stranger now. He doesn't even have a name, bro. Did she break the Kyber crystal in that? Or am I tweaking? There's no way she just threw it and broke it. Like, that's not how that works. Yo, we just hit 1.3K likes on the TikTok, yo. Let's go. Shout out to y'all, for real, for real. Let's get some likes on the YouTube video, too. Hey, shout out to Will for joining the family over there on TikTok. I appreciate it, G. Wait! Bro, I am on the edge of my seat. Yo, Pharaoh, shout out for the... Thank you for following, bro. Oh. Bruh. Bruh, is she about to beat him to death with the lightsaber? Oh my god! Yo! Yo, she bled the Kyber crystal! She bled the Kyber crystal! So! Yo, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? What the fuck is going on? Let's go! That was hard as fuck! Yo! I'm about to pass out. I'm about to pass out. I've spilled drinks everywhere. Oh, could she feel a Kyber crystal being bled? Oh! 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 Oh my god, bro. She killed her master and bled his Kyber crystal to be his. To be hers. Oh my god, this is awesome. Bro, are we about to see Tenebris murder all these Jedi? Bro, I might have a heart attack if we I might have a heart attack if we see Tenebris pull up and murder everyone. I don't think I could take this. I don't think my chest could take it. She didn't even care about Pip. Bro, she looks so badass. Is that where Tenebris was when he caught her? She got sucked into the tunnel. What? Bruh, are we... Oh! Oh, and she's gonna think it's Quimir. A 5-click perimeter, brother. They're the police. That's why he has his helmet, because he knows she can Oh! Okay. Okay, son. So he's strong, but he ain't strong enough to hide from Vernestra. Is she kissing him? Oh, I didn't have my glasses on. Bro, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, this made the entire show better. Like, that's how usually it works with mysteries, but goddamn. This is wild, bro. This shit is so good. And we still got like 10, 15 minutes left in this episode. That's a lot of time. Where it all began is where it ends, baby. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, she can act like a Bro, this is what the whole show should have been, is this right here. This episode is what this show should have been, bro. Oh, they're all about to die. Bro, please, Vernestra, don't be a bad guy. Please. But they're split. Bro, she talking to herself. Acting on 10. Parent Trap could never. No, I'm just playing. Oh! That was badass. Hey, they did a good job of shooting this in the way to where, you know, we know is, you know, like, they did a good job, yo. This episode is crazy. I really wanted more people to die. I know that's bad. Oh. Pip! Ow! Please, Vernestra, don't be evil. Please. Oh my god, please don't be evil. She's evil. God damn it, she's evil. She's evil. Oh! No! I'm not gonna lie, they're cooking. No. My sister? Girl, you don't even remember your sister? Oh. Is Quamir gonna... Bruh, is Quamir like a force? Is he like a force? Yo. Is he like a force projection? Ooh. There's absolutely no way. Okay, I was gonna say. Yoda! It ends like that? What? Yo, what an episode, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic. That was fantastic, yo. That was amazing. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed that episode, yo. 1 in the chat if you liked that episode. 2 in the chat if you didn't. Let's see how everybody is feeling, yo, after that one, yo. 1 in the chat if you liked the episode. 2, 2 in the chat if you didn't, bruh. Start a poll. Did you enjoy the finale? Did you enjoy the season finale of The Acolyte, yo? Holy shit. That was crazy. That was crazy. What? That episode was so good. Like, that episode was so good, I'm mad that it was that good. Like, holy shit. I cannot believe they did that with that, bro. Whoa. 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 Talk about icing on the cake. Talk about icing on the cake, bro. That was fantastic. That was a really good one, yo. That was a really good episode. I need to know how we feel in chat. Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and opinions on episode, what the hell episode was this? Episode 8, the season finale, bro, because that was masterful. I'm not gonna lie, that was a masterful master thing right there. Like, we just saw some crazy shit go down, yo. TikTok, YouTube. We just got done watching episode 8, the season finale of The Acolyte. And my God, did this episode, this episode brought the entire show up. Because we needed to see more. Like, we needed what we got here, we needed it. Like, I really feel like this was a beautiful, cohesive story that left way more to be wanted, and I think that's a really good thing when it comes to mysteries. Mysteries are usually led up to us to kind of make a decision on what we like, what we don't like, on what's going on. It gives us our own interpretation of what's happening and what is going to be of what we think transpired, rather. And I think this show did a wonderful job to leave it up to us as the audience to make a lot of our own decisions, assumptions, and then at the end wrap it all up together and then give us a wonderful platter of just deliciousness. Like, it's just a wonderful platter of straight up deliciousness, and I cannot believe that we really got to just witness that, man. That was a fantastic display of what can really be done with Star Wars, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a masterful display of Star Wars. I can't even begin to explain it, yo. Like, they did that shit. Like, wow, they did that shit. That really shows us what, like, bro, the action between Quamir and Soul, badass. Like, that was wonderful. Crazy fight. Like, seeing Soul outwit the stranger, yo, that was amazing to see. See him turn, he constantly turns his lightsaber off as to where bro constantly was turning his lightsaber on in a way to kill Jackie. He like Soul then uses that same ability to reverse that thing, and that was amazing. I am at a loss for words almost at how what a spectacle of storytelling, combat through narrative, all of that was just very, very beautiful. And I am a little sad that we didn't get this level through the I don't feel like this level of storytelling was weaved throughout the entirety of the show, unfortunately. But luckily, the slow burn into the build, like the slow build up into this was amazing. It did wonders for us, yo. It did all the things that we needed to do. Excuse me. It definitely set the tone. Definitely set the table. Wow. Wow, let's jump into chat and see how everybody is feeling about this episode. I want to hear all of your guys' thoughts and opinions on episode 8, and I want to hear all your theories of what you think could be going on in season 2. Okay, let me know how you guys are feeling. All right, let's take it to the top. Always in motion, the future is. Indeed, it was. Like that was definitely in motion for the entirety of that. And I love how, it's like there is no difference between May and Osha, and that is why Osha saw May kill Soul, is because it's actually her. Like it was actually her. Like that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, actually. And we also got to see Darth Tenebris. Like, that was freaking fire to see Tenebris. Like, holy hell. Like, whoa. That was crazy. Woo! Love this little dude, though. Can't lie. Yeah, little dude was crazy. Yeah, little dude was crazy lit. I really like the little guy, too. I like the sniffer. I like that he came back to actually matter. Because brother did not matter before. Like, goddamn. Another happy landing? Yeah, that was crazy. New character? Yeah. New character, for sure, for sure. New character just pulled up, and I'm excited. Yo, Martian Manhunter's character, I wish we got to see him more. I wish we got to see more of him. Not just in this episode, but just period. I wish we got to see more of him in the season. I think having that guy that's actually out for the Jedi, I think not seeing him until the end hurt it a little bit. But I understand as well. Like, it's like the story was definitely told out of order. Plagueis? Is that Plagueis? I think that was Tenebris. I might be wrong, though. We can look at it in just a second here. We can look at it in just a second here. All right? Yeah, I don't think that was Plagueis, you guys. I really think that was Darth Tenebris. Well, maybe not. Maybe it was Darth Plagueis. I don't know. I thought Plagueis would be too young right now. No? That was Tenebrous. I think it was Tenebrous, but I forgot Tenebrous has those tendril things going on. But that shit don't look like Darth Plagueis either, to be honest. No, maybe it does look more like Plagueis over here, not Longhead Plagueis. Longhead Plagueis doesn't look like what we just saw. This Plague, yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll see. Just gonna say, Chimera is sexier than Plagueis for an apprentice. That's crazy. Decent episode. Yeah, the episode was solid, bro. The episode was definitely solid. Not gonna lie to you. Nothing will top the final episode of Mandalorian season 1. I gotta go watch that again. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, hello, stranger. Yo, what's up with the collect?
Hello there.
I want to know how everybody is feeling, yo. I want to know how everybody's feeling. Are you liking this? Did you like this episode? We're talking about just this episode right now. Did you like this episode or did you not like this episode? How are we feeling? I love her hair with the red tips. Okay. Yeah, seeing her bleed that crystal was crazy. Like, seeing her bleed that crystal was amazing. That last episode did what it needed to do to tie up the narrative. Like, that's one thing that I did really appreciate about this last episode is that it definitely wrapped the narrative together in a way that it needed to. Like, this episode did make all other decisions and all the other things before it. It validated a lot of the decisions in the show up until this point, you know, and I appreciate that. It's like, it was definitely told out of order, which, you know, the order that it was told in was definitely interesting, but it did lead into the mystery, into the thriller of it all. So I appreciate it. I appreciate this show a lot. Like, wow. And the lightsaber fights, man. Whoa. Damn, for real, crazy. The dark side. This is where the budget went. Dead ass. Yeah, this last episode, definitely, yo. This last episode, 100% had all of the budget, bro. It was looking crazy. Like, they went crazy with this. Like, for real. Body's about to drop. Yo, Pharaoh, I thought the same thing. I thought everybody was about to die. This is dope. Yeah, it was crazy. Man. Yo, what's happening, Mike Beasy? Did you enjoy that episode, brother? Emotions. Big sad. Yo, I can't believe that she ended up covering it up. Like, I'm happy that she did that, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy that she just did a cover-up and didn't flat out become a villain. Because the way she was, like, talking to somebody over the phone and all that shit, I was like, bruh, please, God, no. Not like this. Now we need season 2. Facts. I can't believe that it's actually Plagueis, for real. Because I definitely thought Plagueis would have been a wee lad. This is like a 100 plus. This is 100 years before. Man. Oh. Wait. That's why they. Okay, I understand. Okay, I understand why the show was formatted the way that it was. So they gave us Vernestra to let us know that she lived dumbass long. And then they gave us Ki-Adi-Mundi as well to let us know he lived dumbass long. And then that way, at the end, when we get Darth Plagueis, it fits because it's like, nah, lifespans for these alien races are mad different. Whoa. Actually crazy. He force wiped her memory. Yeah, that was wild. Anthony, I did not expect the force wiping of the memory. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not think that we were gonna get something like that going down. It was super sad. That was super sad to see her go out like that. I enjoy memory wipe I enjoy memory wipe stuff like this sometimes, you know, and I think they actually did a solid job at it. They do a memory wipe in not Game of Thrones, in Gravity Falls, right? They do a memory wipe in that show, and I really appreciated it. Of course, it's a kid show, so it obviously gets undone, but still, I think it was solid. I was right. The tease. Yoda. Yo, seeing Yoda's head at the end right there is crazy. That was crazy work. This show is actually amazing. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Aish. I really liked it. I ain't gonna lie. They did a good job. They did a solid job. And I feel like the binge format will make this show even better now. Like, I think now even more people will watch it because it's on the binge format. I'm going to rewatch the entirety of the show now that all the episodes are out because I definitely want to know what's going on. I want to have a better understanding of, of the entire, like, knowing what we know now, going back and watching this show, it's going to definitely make things make more sense. And then it's going to even give us the time to be like, oh, okay, so they did that because of this. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, I love all of that, yo. I loved all of that. Like, they did a really, really good job. I think I might be upset. That was good, but not enough. Really? Really? Okay. I think I might be upset. That was good. Okay, I can understand what you're saying, right? It definitely... Okay, the reason why I'm okay with not getting more is because I'm hoping for a season 2. I'll just say that to start it off with, because this definitely ended with like season 2 emphasis, and I want a season 2 of the Acolyte unequivocally, like, because usually these first seasons are so like hard. The first episode and the first season of anything is really hard to sell off. So we'll see what's going on. Bro, we need more. I agree, we do need more, but I don't think needing more is like, me wanting more doesn't make me disappointed, if that makes sense. Like, I want more, and I'm excited that I want more because that means this shit was good. And it left it off on a note that's like, oh my God, so much more could happen. Like, so much more could happen. I started this watch party saying that I kind of I'm not worried about a season 2 all that much, and I want it to kind of be more explored in a comic book format. Scratch all that bullshit I was talking. I want a season 2 of this because now where we are, we have beautiful setup. We have a beautiful setup for the rest of the story. And we can keep going with the mystery because now the mystery has actually continued. The mystery that we thought we knew, which was that Quimir was the Sith stranger, that actually got inverted. That actually got inverted onto its head to now ask us, who the hell is Quimir again? Because we still didn't get the answer. It's like, oh, who is Quimir? Oh wait, he's the Sith stranger. Oh wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh wait. Wait a minute. What's going on here? And then, like, again, I thought that Venestris was the bad guy, but it turns out she was just calling for Yoda to pull up. Like, yeah, that makes sense, because she needs to tell her master about all this crazy shit that's going on, because there is such a high disturbance in the Force, even way back here, even way back when, that the Jedi could not feel what was going on. Masterful, bro. I like that. I like that. I'm upset May had to take an L in a sense. Damn, man. Yeah, May had to take the L. But she had to take that L, my guy. I'm not sad at all because she murdered like 4 or 5 people. And I don't think that the Jedi that we saw her kill are the only people that she's killed on her journey to be the new Sith Acolyte. Nah, son. So she had to die. She took out Master Trinity. She took out our boy Torben. And Kelnaka died. Like, nah, bro. She had to go. But they didn't kill her off though. They had to give her a hard reset, which was actually foreshadowed when she gave Pip a hard reset. Bruh, they did the due diligence. They did the damn due diligence in this show, my guy. Soul was getting loose in that battle, bruh. He was getting loose. I never knew how much I wanted to see a Kung Fu style lightsaber fight, but damn, we got it. I was hoping to see more of an interaction between Venestra and Quimir, but still loved it overall. And that's one thing that I was even just talking about, right? That is the new mystery now. The new mystery is Quimir was Venestra's apprentice, Padawan at one time. We also got that hinted to us when we see the lightsaber whip lashes on Quimir's back. Like, they did the due diligence to build this shit up. So now the new mystery is what's going on with Venestra and Quimir. And then they take the so in season 2, they would take the role of telling that master and apprentice story, because in this season, the master and apprentice story was told twice through Soul and Osha, as well as Quimir and May. So now, when we go into season 2, we'll have that master and apprentice, the duality of the master apprentice thing, be Vernestra and Quimir, and then Plagueis and May. Now that is where we're gonna be cooking. That's where we're really gonna be cooking, yo. Like, whoa, I want a season 2 so bad right now. It's crazy. Well, damn, that was an episode. So Darth Plagueis. Yeah, that is Darth Plagueis. I thought it was Tenebris because of timeline reasons, but again, they did the due diligence. Due diligence was done. I'm beginning to understand something or suspect what Plagueis' plan can be. Ooh, what do you think? What do you think the plan could be? I think that's Tenebris, not Plagueis. I also thought that was Tenebris. I'm not going to lie to you. But I forgot Tenebris has the testicle head. So it definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't our boy Tenny B. Yeah, Tenebris does have the tentacle things going on, but I think we thought that bruh's nasty Sith fingers were tentacles. Yeah, a bith and a mun. When can go back to the shot and find out for sure? Yeah, I got the shot right here too. Okay, yeah. So let's check that out real quick. Let me just bow. Oh, wait, hold on. Bow. Why is that shit low-key dark? What's going on? Yeah, that's definitely Plagueis. Like, that is definitely Plagueis. Yeah, I dig that. They did the damn thing. Yeah, Martian Manhunter is a great actor for sure. Basically, Tenebris was Bith. Yeah. When May told Soul, "I'll see you in hell," channeling Han Solo. Wheel of Woke Sellouts. What a name. One question, why do people accept and enjoy everything just because right-wingers dislike it? The show was crap, the writing and plot was bad, just admit it. It don't make you all bigots too. Stop the cap, bro. Just stop the cap. Stop the cap. Let me know, just let me know where your actual frustrations come from. You know what I mean? Like, give me examples. Give me actual examples from the narrative and not some other rhetoric that you heard from Twitter. All right? I don't want to hear the Twitter rhetoric checklist. Give me something that has actual substance that you say. Because I'm pretty sure it will be explained in the narrative. I'm almost positive it'll be explained within the narrative. So if you could do that, I would love to see you do that. I don't think you can, but if you can give me one of these, what did you say? The writing and plot was bad. Okay, so tell me where the bad plot was. What was bad about it? Can you tell me what was bad about that? Or can you tell me what was bad about the writing, or why you think the show was crap, other than Kiadi Mundi? You know what I mean? Like other than Kiadi Mundi, other than all that good stuff, you know, other than all the stuff that doesn't matter. Let me know. Let me know what your actual issue is. The show was ass. Never let Leslie cook again. What it take? It's Plagueis, bro. Yeah, facts. Like the stream, man. Hey, I appreciate you, PGL. Be polite or go to timeout. Hey, Marisu, do your thing that you gotta do. Actually, let me look over here to make sure you ain't deleted nothing. Because I just be because I forgot my side don't delete comments when you delete them. No, I think we're good. I think one thing I like about the last episode is that neither Jedi nor the witches were right or wrong. Yeah, and that was the biggest point that I think a lot of people freaking straight up like went doo-doo brain on, right? Like people 100% forgot that, you know, like they 100%. Oh, you did delete that comment. My bad, Marisu. Whoops. My bad. I won't read the next one. No, I am going to read the next one because I want to know what Brad had to say because I know he was yapping. Respectfully, never let Leslie cook again. Why? This episode was alright, better than alright. The only part that was good was the lightsaber fights. I think one of the highlights was the lightsaber fights, but I don't think that was the only thing good by any means. Be polite. How about be honest? I know people can trick themselves to like stuff if they lie to themselves. How about have standards and accept more for $180 million season 1? What is that like? Again, you're saying a bunch of nonsense, bro. Like, literally, you are saying nonsensical rhetoric. You're just regurgitating things that I've already seen on Twitter. So that's why I'm not really going to give your comments the light of day. Marisu did take him out of here, but guess what, buddy boy? That doesn't save you from me calling you out as just being completely ignorant to the things you're actually talking about here. So I don't know how long you're going to be timed out here, buddy boy, but I hope you can come back. I hope you come back with something to say. The lightsaber bleed was beautiful. I knew it would be Osha that fell or changed. Yeah, I thought it was going to be... I felt the same way, but damn, like, the way that they did it was fantastic. I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear everyone's opinions and everyone's thoughts. I want to hear all about that, but just don't be a douchemonger. I think that's one thing that we can say. You know what I mean? Like, respectfully, don't be a douchemonger. If you didn't like it, cool. But to be like, why do all of the people hate all of the things that the right part of like, bro, get that bullshit out of here, bro. Get your yapping ass the fuck out of here, please. Exit stage left, my boy. That shit is crazy. I wondered for a few moments, once Quamir gave Osha the lightsaber, if they both were lying about the mind wipe, and if she was going to hug and kill May. I thought that about the other thing. I thought that about Quamir. I thought that, like, the lightsaber was actually going to not bleed, and then it was actually going to be blue, and then she was going to start fighting Quamir and die. That's what I really thought was going to happen. But, damn, that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all, son. And that shit was crazy. Quamir's a merciful Sith or a Sith aspirant. Is that something? Does that mean something? Or are you saying, like, are you... Okay, I got you. I was confused when they showed Yoda. I thought they said he wasn't going to be in it. He wasn't. He wasn't really in it, you know? Like he was, but he really wasn't. Like he didn't have a part in the show, you know? Like he didn't have any speaking lines. He didn't say any words. And so I don't even think he'll get a credit on the you know what I mean? Like in the show, in the credits, like it doesn't have to say Yoda because he didn't talk. And I'm pretty sure I don't think he moved either. So it was just like a puppet sitting there, you know? Yoda was a given? Yeah, Yoda was a given. I'm actually surprised they didn't bring him in until right now. Love the fact that Venestra called him in, though. I love that Venestra called in him. Like, woo! Like, she literally called in the big dogs. Like, bro, I don't know what the hell is going on. May's last memory is from when she was 8. And she was acting like a child at the end. That's crazy. That's true. She did act a lot. Wow, yeah, that's true. That's hella sad, yo. That's hella sad. Hey, but it had to happen because she killed the homies. Why wouldn't Yoda have sensed all of this? Why didn't Yoda sense anything that was going on? I mean, I think that's a question that... I think why wouldn't Yoda have sensed all of this is a question that we've been asking since the beginning of Star Wars. Well, not the beginning of Star Wars. Since we got the sequel, the prequel trilogy, I'll say, right? It was like, how did Yoda not sense any of this stuff that's going on? And it's because the Sith train mercilessly to not allow their presence to be, like, seen. Like they train for that. I'm pretty sure we only see, what's it called? I can't think of it. It's okay. May almost look like she was lobotomized. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Damn, she did. That's hella sad. That is the closest mercy someone affiliated with the Sith will ever offer, sadly. Facts. Facts. I agree with that for sure. So who was the dude creeping in the cave? That was Darth Plagueis. This is Darth Plagueis. Yeah, Darth Plagueis. Cause see, I was thinking about Longhead Plagueis, and not this one. So that's why I was like, no, I don't think that's Plagueis at first. But yeah, definitely is. How can one Jedi be aware of the entire galaxy? Yeah, that's facts, yo. That's facts. And it kind of seems like they're in a completely different sector of the galaxy. Well, no, because they were at Coruscant at the end and shit like that. But the other people were in a different sector of the galaxy. Like they had to travel there by hyperspace and everything. So they are in a different part of the galaxy. You know? She was force lobotomized. Yeah. Yeah. Her memories were force lobotomized. Facts. Yoda would be able to sense the cover-up like Jin Jedi died. How would he not sense the conflict with the Jedi lying? What? No. What? The Jedi aren't freaking lie detectors. The Jedi aren't lie detectors, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they can be lied to just like everybody else can. Think about it, in the Clone Wars when they have the Jedi General that uses the clones as literal cannon fodder and sacrifices the clones all the time. No one knew he was doing that. It only took them having to find out that it was happening, you know what I mean? Because there's so much other shit going on in the galaxy all the time, and the Jedi Masters got way, way too much going on, too. The only time we've actually seen someone have a relative force, not just a force vision, but a force connection to something is when they know who that person is. So, like, Yoda knows Anakin. Obi-Wan knows Anakin. So when Anakin starts doing shit, they feel that disturbance. You know what I mean? Like, they have an emotional... I feel like the disturbance in the Force is really felt through the emotional attachment that people have to each other. But that's just me kind of, you know, making up my own metaphysics within the Star Wars universe. But that's kind of that's kind of how I see that happening. Like, you rarely just see, like, a Jedi be like, oh, hey, there's a Sith over there. Like, nah, buddy. You know, it don't really happen like that. They more have that emotional connection to them. And then as we they kind of hinted at it here that the Padawans almost call to the Jedi instead of the Jedi calling to the Padawans. You know what I mean? It's like the Padawans have such a high M count at a young age, or they're so powerful at a young age, or whatever the case may be, that they kind of become a beacon for the Jedi to then seek out and train, which I think that makes more sense than the latter. Yeah, there you go. Liars are also Jedi, and not as strong as Yoda, but still strong. Facts. And we don't know that Yoda didn't feel a disturbance in the Force, to be completely honest. I mean, feeling a disturbance doesn't mean 10 Jedi just died immediately. Like, nah, you don't know that. And they write it up to it being a rogue Jedi, and in this time there were a lot of rogue Jedis that the Jedi were going up against, different Jedi splinter cells and all these other things that they had to deal with in the era of the High Republic. So I don't think that's too far off. Yeah, 10 Jedi out of thousands. I agree with that. Ironically, Master Vinestra actually honored Soul's wishes by blaming everything on him just to protect Osha and May. Ooh. You're cooking there. You're cooking there. If Yoda isn't looking for it, he might not notice it. Yeah, that's truth. Yeah, as was pointed out before, Yoda didn't sense Chancellor Palpatine as a Sith, and he was like a Sith Master. Like, he didn't notice a Sith Master underneath his nose. Like, bro, like, think about that. Palpatine was going into his chambers on Coruscant and telling Darth Maul to attack Obi-Wan, and like that's crazy. Like, he's literally doing like dark magic in the Jedi Temple. Like, bro, they were blinded, bro. They were blinded. They were blinded. He had a suspicion, but even had no idea. Yeah, exactly. We know by the prequel era, the ability of the Jedi to use the Force had diminished. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. Yoda didn't sense Palpatine in part because it was in the midst of the Clone Wars. For real. Like, they were in the heat of war, sending children to die in battle. If that is Plagueis, is there a chance that Palps would show up at some point? No, not in this show, I don't think. Because this is 100 years before. This is 100 years before. Maybe Palpatine is like, give or take, 50, 60 years old. And we actually don't know if he was also, doing the Force midichlorian thing to make himself younger, because we know that Quamir was, right? Quamir's been using the midichlorians the same, like, Quamir has been using the Force the way that Plagueis wants to use the Force. Like, Plagueis taught Quamir to use the Force to keep himself aging slowly. I don't doubt that he might have done that also to Palpatine. That is possible. Sith Master is planning to do something with Osha's bloodline. Maybe it might relate to someone who will be born on Tatooine, if only to reverse engineer it. See, the thing with that is I definitely thought that I definitely feel that oh, I thought he would have needed May and Osha. Maybe he did want May and Osha until he found out that they were born from the Divergence and not actually born from the Force, you know? Like, yeah. Osha and May not be siblings, but they might have one in the future. Ha ha ha! Yo, yeah, because Quamir and her are about to do the damn jiggity. And maybe that's his plan, too. Have May and Quamir do the jiggity wampus. The dude that's been using the Force to keep himself younger. And the girl who was created out of the Force. Not by the Force, but out of the Force or from the Force, you know. Like, have them have a Force baby together. It could be powerful. Plagueis makes more sense. He was obsessed with life. Exactly. And that's kind of what we've been hinting to. I did not think we were going to see, bruh, just flat out in the show, but we did. I just like how it takes away from him discovering and creating life. Aniesta. It does the exact opposite of that, actually. It actually confirms that he's been trying to find a way to create life for hundreds of years. Possibly more. Possibly two. Like, well, that would still be hundreds of years. But yeah, he's been doing it for hundreds of years. Like, unequivocally, Plagueis taught the Sith Stranger how to do what he was doing to be so young and stay young. That's just, like, to me, that's kind of obvious. So it actually confirms that, you know? It's like he discovered and, well, he didn't really discover creating life, but he was trying to manipulate that. You know, he's been doing all the things he can to find out how they could do these things. And then he found ways. Like, I feel like it's gonna be Plagueis that gave the witches the possibility of doing the stuff. Like, Leslie, the showrunner, came out and said before this episode that we weren't gonna see the other mother again, right? We don't see the other mother in this show ever again after we see her there. I think that may be in part too because she goes with Plagueis and tells her about the stuff that's going on. Like, I really think that Plagueis is the way that Mother Anastasia was able to manipulate the Force in a way that split one consciousness into two, because she did not technically create life. You know what I mean? Like, she technically didn't create life. Like, for all intents and purposes, she just kind of did the splitting of the egg within the womb to make another person. So she didn't really create life because the life was already created. She just used that life to then create more life, I guess. I mean, you know, she used that life to influence it. Like, she took one life and made it two life. So I guess she did create a life, but it's not like she created the life. Like, she split the life into two halves. It's like, if you take an orange and you cut that orange in half, it's not like you made another orange. You just now have two pieces of an orange. And that's basically what happened with Osha and May. With Osha, I think, actually being the first embryo or whatever, and then May being the one that was born from that one, you know? Like, that's really what I think is going on here. I definitely thought we were going to see some crazy convergence thing going on, and they were going to, like, boom, and be one person at the end of the episode. Like, that's definitely what I thought was going to happen. I wonder if the whole thing has been Plagueis' grand experiment. Yes. Matthew, yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it is the grand experiment of, we are seeing Plagueis' experiment come to life. Like in the form of the witches doing what they're doing, in the form of Quimir lasting for like being alive for 100 years after being Venestra's apprentice, like all of that stuff. After all of that, that's Plagueis learning and utilizing the Force to manipulate and create life. And he's doing it by having other people manipulate and create life. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, hey, this is going to be a trial run. Let's see what happens here, right? And then when it happens and da-da-da-da-da-da, it doesn't happen the way that they wanted to. There are editing, directing, and sound design issues. I didn't have any issues with the editing, actually. I really enjoyed the editing, especially with knowing that May and Osha are the same person. I think any of the editing issues that there may be kind of revolve around those parts particularly, is when it's both of them on screen, because I really didn't see anything that was going on that was bad, per se. Like, I'm trying to think about it, and it's like, no, nothing was really bad. They did do, there was not, I don't want to say that there was sound design issues, but there was definitely a lot of ADR in it, which means after they do the initial record, like initial filming on set, sometimes they have other voice lines voiced over into the show later on to add a little bit more understanding and narrative to what some fans that maybe aren't as eagle eye would miss without the actual voice cues of, hey, this is why this is happening. Like, unfortunately, there is like a whole part of the fan base that needs their hand held when it comes to narrative and dialogue and shit like that, because they really don't understand it. But then they'd be the same ones that are saying that the narrative and dialogue are bad. So it's a really hard spot to be in with that. And I don't think there was, I can't really say that there was a lot of directing issues like that either. Yeah, like, there's nothing that stood out to me to be like, that was dumb as hell. Why did they do that? Other than, like you said, with the sound design, I could definitely hear you with that. I could definitely hear you with the sound design, Muse, because but again, I don't feel like the sound design was bad. I just know that there was a lot of after, I think it's called ADR, ABR, ADR in film. Automated dialogue replacement. There we go. Yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of automated dialogue replacement for sure. Because again, I just don't think that, I know that they had to spell certain things out more. Like, I know they did. That's the only reason why you use ADR, is when you don't think that something is being portrayed powerful enough that people understand it. And again, Star Wars fans have a big issue with, like, perspective. Like, a lot of the Star Wars fan base have issue with perspective. Like, just period. Like they don't really understand perspective. I think, what is it, The Force Awakens? Is that the one? Or is it The Last Jedi? One of the sequel trilogy movies that focuses heavily on perspective. It's like people don't understand that, what one person thought what that happened isn't actually what happens. And then what another person think they saw isn't actually the truth either. And then it is left up for a little bit more ambiguity. Or it's just kind of like, no, this isn't what happened. This is what happened. Either way, those things are very hard to comprehend. It's hard to comprehend just period at a narrative storytelling standpoint. But when you have a show like this that is, I'm going to say these words that I know piss a lot of people off, inherently for children. Like, when you have something like that is inherently for children, you got to do the due diligence as far as, really spelling out certain things for the audience, because the audience is not just all adults. It ranges for ages, which is not a bad thing. It's just a bad thing when something that ranges for ages gets deadlocked into something that it's not. That's where it becomes the issue. People like it because they like it. Everyone has their own opinions. Facts. It was a great episode that made me want season 2. I agree, Francis. I agree. Mario Susan, I timed him out. The pacing was off. Many episodes would be building up and then end the episode. So that potential payoff would be next week. I can agree with this. I don't know if that's a directing thing Maybe that goes more to the editing thing. I definitely had an issue. I forgot about that. I will say I said that every week that I was like, damn, why did the episode end like that? But again, I don't know if that's editing or directing or the other thing that you said that it may be. I think that's more of Disney Plus having an issue with making shows. Like, they don't know how to make television shows. They just make long ass movies. There is no doubt in my mind that when Kai Patterson gets a hold of this show and makes it a movie, it'll be fantastic. I don't know if he can do it, though, because this is a mystery. And mysteries are set up inherently very differently. The 4 Jedi actions 16 years ago really weren't that terrible. What? Neither side in the incident was that terrible? Thus, the guilt of the 4 Jedi doesn't make sense? Bro, Soul killed a little girl's mother in front of her. Tenebris is the reason why all of it happened. I can't think of what's Master Trinity's name. What's her name? Trinity from the Matrix, Master Trinity. She killed like 15 witches by cutting off their mental connection to Kelnaka. And then Kelnaka went crazy after that and was drawing the spiral eyes because he still had the witches low-key trapped in his brain. That is crazy, bro. What do you mean nothing really happened? It wasn't that bad. They damn near did a genocide of those witches, bro. Like, damn near. Like, I don't know, did any of them survive other than the other mother? Like, I don't know if we see any of the other witches, like, running away or, like, in turmoil. Like, when they're doing the chant, and even when we see them, like, dead in Dara, even when we see them dead in the thing, it's like that's all of the witches, damn near. Like, there's not a lot of witches left. So, the Jedi single-handedly murdered a little girl's mother, kidnapped that little girl because really they couldn't even train her in the first place because she was too old. So technically they kidnapped the girl, lied to her about her entire life that was going on, then tried to raise her after killing her mother, blamed everything on her sister who actually was still alive. Nah, son, I'm sorry. Really weren't that terrible is absolutely diabolical. Not gonna lie to you. I mean, they could have just killed Mother Anastasia in front of May, and I think that would have been pretty justifiable for some of the actions. Maybe not full blown maybe not full blown in that way, you know what I mean? Like, maybe not in that same way, but bro, that's crazy. I also feel like once the fact they were twins was understood, it was a foregone conclusion that they would end up switching places by the end of the season. I think that's more foretelling, which is what a good story should do. You know? Like, I think a good story should have foreshadowing. I think that's what a good story does, is have foreshadowing, and they did do that multiple times within the season. I mean, May resetting Pip is foreshadowing her being reset. Like, they foreshadow a lot of things, and they spell out some things because some things weren't supposed to be as big of a mystery. Like the Sith Stranger actually being Quimir. That wasn't supposed to be as big of a mystery. But Vernestra knowing what the hell is going on, that was a pretty big mystery. We're like, what the hell going on there? And then seeing Quimir have lightsaber lashes on his back, you're like, whoa, wait, we only know one lightsaber whip haver. You know, like, it's obvious, like, they're putting these things together in an obvious way, but there's so many things going on that not everything is supposed to be obvious. I mean, it's the same with Andor, right? Think about when we were watching Andor. I don't know if you watched Andor. I don't know how you felt about Andor, Muse. But when watching Andor, right, they made it. It was a secret. Like, it was a mystery that they were all working on the Death Star the entire time, right? But we all knew that that's what was going on. You know what I mean? It was like we all knew that's what was going on. So let's just see what's happening there. You know? And then they also, another question being raised is who the hell taught Osha and May that freaking sing-songy verse that they say? Who taught them that, you know? Like, that's another, like, there's a lot of questions that are being raised while answers are being given. In my opinion, that is how a good show is structured. Giving you answers while also giving you new things to hold on to as they continue telling the story and building the narrative. Dark Jason. Who the hell is Dark Jason? Dark Jason was imposing... What? Dark Jason, he was imposing even now, other than a student, and to not be alone. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying right here. Dark Jason was imposing. Even now, other than a student, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. It feels like they were trying to make a Game of Thrones in Star Wars, to be honest. That's Andor, buddy. That's Andor. For surely that's Andor. Andor is Game of Thrones, but Star Wars. And this did a good job of trying to build up to that, too. But this was more, you know, like Rashomon, but Star Wars, which is a Japanese... Yeah, which is a Japanese movie that gives you different perspectives of a situation, leaving you to be the one to decide what actually is the truth. Watch Rashomon, and you might understand this a little bit better. Rashomon does what they were trying to do here. Leagues better, obviously, because it's a movie that knew what... It was a movie, and they had the time to do what they wanted to do, so... You think Quimir would have beat Vernestra? Bruh, he was hiding. That boy was hiding, McNugget. Did you see him? He wasn't just like leering menacingly. He was hiding from his future master that whooped his ass the last time they met. That's what I got from it. Bruh got up and ran. Just based on the death total? Oh, like based on the death toll, they were trying to be like Game of Thrones? I see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying. That shock value of main characters dying. People died regardless, and they still blamed themselves. It really does make sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, to be completely honest. It makes so much sense. I think Vernestra is top dog. The Jedi's guilt with Soul, it makes sense. Soul allowed attachment and fear to guide his decision, but the other three, nope. They all went along with Soul. It's crazy how you guys are continuously giving the answer in the thing that you're saying doesn't make sense. That drives me just a little bit crazy. Just a little bit crazy. Soul allowed attachment and fear to guide his decision. And then the other three Jedi followed along with that. No one stopped him from doing the thing. No one stopped anything from happening. You know what I mean? Like, that's why everyone is at fault. Because no one did anything to stop it. Nobody. Except, you know, Indara tried, but at the end it didn't matter, and she went with the lie, the same way that Vernestra did. They all chose to go with the lie. That is what the mistake was. The mistake was lying and moving on with the lie. From the time they told Osha when she woke up that her sister started the fire and didn't say any of the truth that happened, from that point on, everything became their fault, yo. Period. That's why Osha murdered Soul at the end, because he lied to her her whole life, and he was basically the only person she had left. But he wasn't. And then he was lying about actually killing all the people off that was there for her. Like, bruv, come on, G. That's crazy. Anakin was so sentimental for a Sith. It was all about love for him. Yeah, facts. Soul reacted to fear when he killed their mother. He did not understand and chose to kill the thing that was threatening someone he had chosen he was there to protect. Exactly. He chose that. He decided. He made the choice that he was there to protect her. And they did not need protecting. They were fine. They were 100% okay. They were all right, bro. Like, they did. They were fine with, like, if they never pulled up, like, Osha would have been cool. Guess what? Kids don't want to do shit all the time. Like, literally, all the time kids don't want to do shit. And we don't know what the actual outcome would have been from that. So, if Soul didn't take it upon himself to go, mind you, he just went twice. He just ran in 2 times. Like, not twice, but yeah, twice. Like, first he had the idea to do all the things, and then he climbed over the freaking wall when he shouldn't have. He broke into their freaking their commissary twice. He broke into that shit twice and didn't understand the things that he saw, and then chose to freaking kill people because of it. Like, that's crazy. And that's exactly what Master Indara told him, is do not confuse your choices with destiny. And I think that's what you're doing as well right here. Is you're mixing up his choices with actual destiny. Like, he made those decisions, and then those decisions had outcomes, and then he has to suffer for those decisions. They all do. Everyone that goes with the lie has to suffer because the lie was the lie. If one person told the truth, none of these things would have happened. And then they lied again to the Jedi Council. So that's a double lie. Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is a Jedi killer, for real. Hypocrisy is a Jedi killer. Being Sith isn't about being evil. It's about letting your emotions run free. Facts. It was an okay show. Before the show came out, they made it sound like it was going to be a Sith show. Well, I was wrong. I mean, to be fair, I feel like this is the most... This is definitely the most we've seen the Sith in the Disney Plus shows. Like, even though we saw a lot of Darth Vader and Kenobi, like, we didn't see, like, the Sith. It's that, like, I think it was what they said it was going to be, like a murder mystery, darker in tone, giving us more depth. Is that the word? More depth about the Sith. I think they had a role to play, and I think the point was that neither they or the witches were good or bad, but the events led to a loss of life. Yes. Yes. Yes, that is the thing. Like, no one is actually, like, bad. Like, making bad decisions does not make you a bad person, but you have to suffer the repercussions of your actions nonetheless. I think that's really like I think that is what this show is about. Like, doing a bad thing does not make you a bad person, but you have to, suffer the repercussions of your actions. Torben led everything to death. Yeah. One mother, and combined with them interfering in general, it most definitely did. Facts. Great production design, fun acting, great fighting choreography. Yeah, that fighting choreography was crazy. Like, they went stupid with the fighting choreography, bro. For real. Even Dooku wanted Obi-Wan as an apprentice in the memory of Qui-Gon. Yeah, facts. Maul was pretty upset about his brother. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen here. I wanted to know more witch metaphysics. I wanted to know more everything. Yeah, I feel that. Again, I think that is a side effect of a good show coming to an end. It's like, bro, I need more answers. And, guys, this is Star Wars. We don't ever get all the answers in a movie, a show, anything. Like, that is what Star Wars, that's what makes Star Wars, is that they do awesome, fantastical things, and then they worry about filling in the gaps later on through comics and novels. Like, that's what's been going on, again, damn near since the beginning of Star Wars. So it's like, you don't have to read the comics, you don't have to read the books, you don't have to read any of that stuff. Like, you never have to. But you can't be like, bruh, this doesn't make sense. And then when it's explained, it's like, well, I don't read the book, so why would I know that? Like, bro, what? Well, then I don't know what to tell you, G. Like, I'm telling you now. Like, I'm telling you right now. So that should change your opinion. I like how Osha's witch powers manifested as she was under the helmet. Yo, I meant to talk about that. I love that too. That was fire. You know how powerful she's really about to be? A Sith witch? Come on, man. That is fire. A Sith witch is crazy. A Sith witch is something I never thought we would see. I am so pleased with being able to dwell into Star Wars and starting to see how the Force can be wielded like magic. Mari Sue, I don't know if you remember the scoop that we had a minute ago about how it was an Ahsoka scoop about how we would be traveling to another side of the galaxy where they used Force-like magic, and then that would be the thing that kind of starts moving Star Wars forward a little bit, is the use of the Force in other ways than just the Force. And well, here we are. And I love how stories can be told across time. Like, we get The Force Awakens as a prequel, as a sequel, and then we get a prequel to that of The Force Awakening in Dathomirian witches and shit. You know, like, it's very, the entire thing of Star Wars is just very poetic, the way that they tell the stories. I wondered at first if it was her other mother. Oh, yeah, so did I. I thought it was the other mother that was about to pop out of nowhere and, like, controlling his mind and then take her daughter away. I was like, oh! Yo, I didn't know what was about to happen. All of that was crazy. It makes sense they have some magic. Sith have their own magic and alchemy, too. Facts. Yeah, the Sith Masters do. Another critique, other than a slight mention, doesn't connect to the High Republic novels. They talked about the high... What is it called? It's not called... The hyperspace. The hyperspace event. They talked about the hyperspace event where the freaking freighter things crashed into each other or whatever. And how because that the debris that went everywhere and all that is the reason why Brindok was a dying planet. The Vergence and the Force brought life back to the dying planet after the whole thing of the hyper thing going. And Vernestra is quite literally from the High Republic comic book stuff. So that's two huge instances of the High Republic. Well, I think those are comics that those things happen in. But that does happen in the High Republic era, though. So it does. I don't know if you're talking specifically about novels, but they did use other High Republic information at their disposal. I felt the same way a long time ago, but even George Lucas would change canon all the time. Cinema and cinematics tend to take precedence over the books and other media. Yeah, they do, but not in the same way, I don't think. I think the books and comics and stuff actually build up a lot of the backbone of what the cinematics and what the cinema stuff tries to do. Like even with the sequel trilogy, right? In the comics, that's where it gets explained to us that it's Palpatine took over. I can't remember bruh's name. Snoke. That Snoke was on the Snoke was on the planet where Luke was trying to build the new Jedi Temple, and he's the one that perverted all the stuff that was going on, and he's the one that Luke actually felt the Force from, and it wasn't actually Kylo Ren. You know what I mean? Like, all those things get explained through novels and through the novels and the comics. So I don't know. But again, I don't know what novels we may be talking about. If we're talking about the Legends novels, then yeah, nah. But I think that the books are built off of the movies more than anything. So I feel like you know what I'm saying. But again, canon means nothing. Canon means nothing to George Lucas. It never really has, bro. It never has. He's like, oh yeah, bruh. They're about to hook up. Never mind, they're brother and sister. Like, I know people will say that's not retconning and that's not canon, but it's like, yo, by making them kiss, it's kind of implied that they're not siblings. So I guess it's implied canon that they're not siblings and they may have a possibility of getting together. And then it's like that was not a plot twist that he wrote. You know? Like, it's not like he wrote that as a plot twist in the story. Like, boom, we gonna have them kiss, but they actually siblings. Like, nah, bro, like, that was not on the writer's block. Oh, shit. Does it really have to? Good question, actually. I think the novels are earlier and provide a backstory to Vernestra. Yeah, exactly. It's like the High Republic books take place 100 years before this story of the Acolyte, and then the Acolyte takes place 100 years before the story of the prequel trilogy. So we have a 100-year gap in both directions, you guys, like both directions. So there's not going to be a lot of interconnectivity to those things that were happening in either era, other than these characters that have the possibility of being old as shit. Yeah, Sith can also max their presence. They have to for survival. Some Jedi can do it too, or at least in another canon they did. Oh. Whisperings of the Wheel, huh? I understand that the books are secondary, but to me, it might have been nice to connect some dots. I think they did. I truthfully feel they have connected so many dots. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I feel like this show connected dots amazingly for the past and the future of Star Wars from this point of view. Like, 100 years in the past, that was all the Vernestra stuff. 100 years from now, it's all the Yoda stuff. Like, and then Yoda pops in at the end. It's like, bro, I think they gave us all the stuff. They gave us Plagueis to even weave him in with all the stuff that happens later because he's Plagueis the Wise. All like it. I feel like it is a constant connection of going back and forth. Like, to be completely honest, and I think they're utilizing that information masterfully. I'm not gonna lie. Star Wars utilizes information better than any other media that's out there right now, bro. I'm sorry, but they do. Especially because everything is canon. They handle it like everything that they make, everything now is canon. Whatever you want to say. You know, all of, like, everything that is canon is used. All the way down to a spaceship that we saw used in a video game at one point. Like, that shit is crazy. Nothing touches that. Remember when Alderaan blew up? Obi-Wan said it was like millions of people died. He couldn't be sure of even that. Yeah, he just felt a crazy disturbance in the Force. And it took that many people to die for them to even have a feeling of it. And I think that also happened in the sequels. In Legends, it's not, you ain't got to say old canon. It's called Legends. It has names, bud. I like that, Matt. I like how you tried to, like kind of still sneak that in there. Like, oh, in old canon. In the old days, you know. Basically, in Legends, rogue Jedi were called dark Jedi, even if, well, it doesn't completely make sense because not all rogue Jedi use the dark side. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Rogue, because there's rogue Jedi, there's dark Jedi, and then there's a whole nother faction of them too, right? Like, there was a whole nother faction. I think Palpatine even visited the Jedi Temple a few times as Chancellor. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did. And if he didn't, it's not like where they were in Coruscant was so far from the Jedi Temple. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, they were still in the same city on the same planet. So, like, they were in bro's face multiple times, sitting across from him. All the Jedi went to pick up Palpatine, not even, like, knowing that he was that guy. That's why they all died and got murdered, because the Jedi didn't know that he was that dude. They weren't even going there to arrest him for being a Sith. He had to out himself. That shit was awesome, bro. That shit was awesome. Was that in the Clone Wars cartoon? I think we might see Palpatine in the Jedi Council at some point in the Jedi Temple in the cartoon. I think. I don't know if he was in the temple in Filoni's cartoon, but there was a canon comic called Anakin and Obi-Wan where he was there watching Anakin train against a Darth Maul hologram, along with Obi-Wan and other Jedi. Ooh, that actually sounds fire. Palpatine was a political figure on Naboo. If he was extending his life, someone would notice. He's human after all. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You got me there. You got me there, Masu. Also, life extension technology is a thing in Star Wars. Oh. The galaxy far, far away is more advanced than us. Makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Maybe Plagueis is using Quimir and Osha for some experiments. I mean, hey. Look at how Palpatine did when he just had a taste of their power. He was like, oh. Damn. He knew immediately. A dyad in the Force. The power has not been felt like this in a millennia. Some shit like that he says. Why did Obi-Wan age so much on Tatooine? No sunscreen, baby. Two suns. Two suns make that thing sweat and you know, the less pigmented do not do as well in the sun. You know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? 2 suns on top of that. Bro aged 30 years in 5, you know? That's just what happens. What makes you think Plagueis didn't teach or use the witches to perform this experiment through manipulation? Yeah, I think that's what happened 100%. I think you're asking one of the other people that was complaining that. But I feel that 1,000%. Like, this is exactly what I think happened. I don't think there's any other way to explain it, to be honest. Or, he noticed that the witches used the Force in a different way and then went to like study with them almost type of vibe. And then was like, all right, bet, look at this. Let's do this like that. And Plagueis was chilling in the cave that they were in. So I don't think like he just pulled up there randomly. Like bro was on, he's been on that planet the whole time. And I think there's a reason for that. Two sons made him age faster. Yo, exactly. One thing I realized is why Plagueis was not doing anything about Quamir having a pupil, as it's supposed to be the rule of two. See, this is the thing that I think about this. I do believe that initially Quamir was supposed to kidnap both May and Osha in order to hopefully get them to be that dyad in the Force. But when they find out that they were actually created from a virgin, so they cannot be a dyad in the Force because they are in fact the same person that are like connected to the same energy, I think that is where it all changed for Quamir. And now Quamir actually does want a partner. He doesn't want to be alone. He does want like a lover, a friend, all these things. And he doesn't want to just be with Plagueis, you know? Like, I think all of those things are kind of inherently together. So I think that's also why Plagueis is like creeping and looking, because he's like, oh yeah, he about to go get the other one and they about to be a dyad. And then I'm going to be able to get all that power, or whatever the case may be. Or, for all we know, he don't want to follow that dumbass rule anymore. Because I think the rule of two is freaking stupid. Because there's no way that there's just no one else that ever wants to be a dark side user ever. You know what I mean? Maybe there's only two actual Sith that they call Sith, but bro, I feel like that anyone can be a Sith. Like, is there some type of thing that you got to do to be a Sith? Because right now, if there is, then technically there are 3 Sith alive, you know? Like, technically there are 3 Siths right now, so who knows? And even if you want to really even boil it down even further, it's possible that Quamir and Osha may be the actual dyad in the Force. Maybe it has to be a man and, you know, like a man and a woman. You know what I'm saying? No sunscreen, double the UV rays. See, we all on the same page, baby. I wonder just how many groups and people Plagueis influenced and manipulate. Thank you so much, Matt. You are coming with all of the questions and thoughts that I had. Because it's like, bro, there is no way that the Dathomirian witches go on to resurrect Darth Maul and they did not get any of that knowledge from Plagueis, especially because whatever race that is the race that the other mother was. So the other mother could go back to Dathomir and give them the tools that she just learned from Plagueis, and then they just mix that with their magic, and then they later on go to resurrect Darth Maul because of the magic that Plagueis got for their offspring hundreds of years ago. Like, I have no doubt that we could make crazy connections like that right now. Like, I have no doubt about that. Palpatine's success was built on the shoulder of giants. Rule of two was started by a great generation. That's Bane that started the rule of two, right? My brother knows this better than me. Yo, that would be amazing to get. Could you imagine, and if we get a season 2, we get a story like Palpatine telling the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise, but it's Darth Plagueis telling the story of another Sith, and then we even get a little bit of flashback like we did to see the Siege of Mandalore. Whoa. That would all be fire. I really think this show gets way too much hate. Not my favorite, but I still personally really enjoyed it. Oh yeah, I enjoyed this show a lot. And as far as Disney Plus Star Wars projects go, I mean, this is top 5. I mean, I think we only have 5, but this is top 5, right? Like for sure, this is great. This is awesome. Literally, some of the best lightsaber work we've seen. There are ADR issues with A New Hope, even in classic scenes where Luke rescues Leia. ADR is just a part of the process, baby. That's what I'm saying. All these things are just a part of the process. People can't be complaining. I would love a show that focuses on slices of life in Palpatine's day-to-day. How does he spend his free time? I can't wait for the next, what is that shit called? Tales of the Sith? Oh my god. Or Tales of the Empire or whatever. Yeah, that'll be crazy. It's canon that Palpatine got laid. Let's see that relationship. Yo, that's crazy. It's not really kidnapping when she wanted to go with and wanted to be a Jedi. Would she have wanted to go with the Jedi and still be a Jedi if she knew that Soul killed her mother? And that all of them murdered, like if she knew that Indara killed all the other witches by severing their connection to Kel Naka, and if she knew that Soul, the dude that was going to be her master, killed her mother, do we really think that she would have still wanted to be a Jedi? I don't think so. I don't think she would have been a Jedi and wanted to be a Jedi at all. It's nice to see someone that actually thinks these things through instead of being blinded by the automatic hate, etc. Yeah, you gotta think things through, yo. There's no way we have to think about the shit that we're watching. We can't just watch it and be like, oh, this is bad because I don't like it. Like, nah. There's good stuff in everything. And while there's bad stuff in everything too, it doesn't always need to be glorified. It doesn't always need to have a huge light shine down on it, right? It's like sometimes things are just the way that they are. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's good or bad. Like, Star Wars is cringy at times, bro. Like, I have never watched a single thing that's Star Wars that has not been a little cringy ever in my life. And I freaking love that. Like, I love Star Wars and all the cringe that comes with it. I love all of it. Like I have no reason to complain. Especially because I ain't getting paid either way. Let's be real. There was no relationship. She probably volunteered it willingly. He was the Emperor. Hey. Wait, what are we talking about? What are y'all talking about? Technically, you can't kidnap an orphan. What? What? Marisu, what? Yes, you can. You can kidnap an orphan for sure. Like, kidnapping isn't only kidnapping if they have parents. Are you saying you can't kidnap somebody that has no one? That's pretty dark, Marisu. You can't steal someone away from nobody. You can't steal someone away from nobody. Oh my god, that's brutal. That is brutal, yo. That's freaking brutal. The thing I didn't understand was, why did May stay behind? Why was she gonna go? I'm pretty sure it's because the Jedi were looking for May and not Osha, right? Or something like that. Like, okay, wait. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So Soul says, if I can find you, so can the Jedi. Quamir, my bad, not Soul. Excuse me. Quamir says that to them. We'll explain what Soul did. They'll have to, even after everything, you still put your faith in the Jedi. Osha, when they find out how powerful you are, you will meet the same fate as our mother. That's what May says. So at this point, she doesn't go with them, so they don't track down Osha, because Osha is now a Sith. Osha is now a Sith witch. So May stays behind to protect her. What do we do? What do you want, Osha? Let my sister go and I will train with you. That's why. That's what it is. That's why. Okay, so It's because Quimir had absolutely no use for May anymore now that Osha is going to be his apprentice. So she's like, I don't want my sister anywhere near any of this foolishness that I got her into, honestly, because in all honesty, Osha did get a lot of these things happening too, right? Like, so she's like, I don't want any of these things to fall back on my sister, who has only loved and tried to protect me from the start. She was always telling me the truth. I tried to get her arrested and do all these things. So it's like she stayed back. So, like, for both of those reasons, she got her mind wiped so they couldn't find Osha. She stayed back so May could get away. Like, all of that. I'm all for that. I love that. Here's the big question. Plagueis creates May and Osha with the witches. Quimir finds May and decides to teach her. What are the odds? That's a good point. Yo, Marisu, you make a really good point, because I think up until now, a lot of us assumed that Quimir was there the night of the thing that happened. But he only knew off of secondhand knowledge. He actually was not there. But May says that she was like sucked into that hyper tube or whatever when she fell. I feel like she was pulled. I 100% thought that we were in the Rashomon episode, we were going to see Quimir in the tunnel, force pulling her as she fell. So, I think it's still possible that Plagueis could have been there, and Plagueis is the one, because, like, it's like Plagueis created... Wait. Doesn't May say something about this, actually, when they first go to the tree? That boy Quimir was hiding when he found out Venestra was there. You did all this when you were little? That's what she said. You did all this when you were little? My bad. I'm watching the episode over here, trying to see what the subtitles say when they pull up to the tree. Because I thought she mentioned it. So they're at the tree now. And she's like, I sat here and I waited. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I'm sorry I started that fire. And I think they start saying the dumbass rhyme, and they're like, who taught us this shit? You're with me, I am with you. Who taught us that rhyme? I thought you made it up. Yeah, because we're still missing a lot, right? Because, hey, how the hell did May get off of this planet? We are missing a lot of, there are a lot of questions that aren't answered, and I think that's through, that's purposeful, because May would not have been able to get off of this abandoned planet as a child. Like, there's no way she could have got off of this planet. She didn't know how to fly spaceships and all that shit. I doubt she even saw a spaceship being nomad on that planet like that, you know? So I think Plagueis had to save her. Like, I think May knows Plagueis, but doesn't know Plagueis. You know what I mean? Like, it could be like, yo, you're that dude. You're that guy that saved me when I was 9 years old or whatever. Like, we didn't hear them talk about that. How did Quimir know about May unless Plagueis fed him the breadcrumbs? Exactly. Yeah, I don't know who the hell Darth Jason is. Torben let the visions get to him too much and escalated everything. Soul let himself be guided by his emotions. Kelnaka did what a Wookiee shouldn't, let alone a Wookiee and Dara couldn't stop. Hey, yeah, that's right. He did become a Mad Claw because he used his claws to fight. And that's something no Wookiee does. They get deemed a Mad Claw if they attack anyone with their claws in fighting. And then they're exiled. And although he would feel like, and although it's not inherently his fault because he's, you know, mind controlled, he would still feel guilty of using his claws. And he would probably deem himself a Mad Claw and become a, you know, and then isolate himself for that. Yeah, they all had their part hugely, Sephiroth. I agree completely, man. They all had their part. This was definitely a directed reading or independent study opportunity for Quamir, for sure. Palpatine had a son in canon, but he was a strand cast experiment. He was supposed to be a clone to transfer his spirit. Then his son met a woman, and that was how Rey was born. Wait, I thought his son was a clone. His son's not a... I thought his son was a clone that was just born. That was created as a baby to grow up? No? Like, wasn't his son a clone? I don't think Palpatine smashed somebody. I actually like the Jedi making mistakes. If you think about it, it would be hard to never do what you want because you must follow a code. It makes the characters human. Yeah, that's the thing that was always a little laughable, is that people believed every single Jedi ever upheld their code. Like, that doesn't happen. No one upholds their codes all the time. Literally nobody. No one on Earth. Convoluted as hell. And it was weirder in Legends. Palpatine did get laid, as disturbing a thought as it is. He did? It's good to be king? What the fuck? Just imagine him being in bed saying, unlimited power! Oh my god. My partners made it clear that was not acceptable to emulate. Yo, partners. Okay, Matthew. Plural? All right. I think the clone had no force sensitivity, so it doesn't really make sense how she had a seemingly genetic... What? What? The clone had no force sensitivity. It doesn't make sense how she had seemingly genetic M count. The force is not something you're born into. Like, two force-sensitive parents might not have a force-sensitive child. And two non-force-sensitive parents may have a child. And I think that's also a way for them to give kind of Rey a little bit of relation to Anakin in that way. Because it's like she's not born from the Force, but she has the Force even though she's technically a clone baby. It's kind of crazy, actually, when you think about it. Nah, that's wild. It would be interesting if Plagueis used the Witch's Coven to create life, to create his own generations of Sith, and in turn, he can have more connection with Osha. Yeah, that's true. That would be wild. I really wonder what that has. Wait. I really wonder what that whole. Wait, sorry. I really wonder what that old galaxy where Ahsoka and Sabine are actually has. A galaxy far, far away from a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, that's actually beautiful. Yeah, I am so interested in knowing what's going on there. The way I don't want Ahsoka to come back in Ahsoka season 2 and want her to spend her entire time in that other galaxy learning more about the father, the mother, and the father, the daughter, and the son. Like, I want that so bad because then she's gonna come back and teach it to none other than Rey. Rey Skypatine. No, I'm just playing. I feel like we've been teased about these new areas enough. It's time to go there. Yeah, for real. For real. I read of Virgins being both a place and a person rich in the Force. It used to be called a nexus on planets, but then it got called a locus as well. Yeah, Anakin is actually a Virgins. He is a Virgins in the Force. So yeah, Virgins can be places and people. They actually talk about him being a Virgins in the first, in episode 1. I believe Mace Windu says, "Are you saying that this boy is a Virgins?" I believe he's the one that says that, if I'm not mistaken. Palpatine destroyed Luke's temple and left Kylo to clean up the remainder. Yeah. Yeah, and it was all part of his plan to make him fall into the dark side. Like that boy Palpatine be planning. Palpatine. Like that boy be thinking. Like you just know he the type of dude to play like space chess or something. Did she have an apprentice in Legends? She had an apprentice in canon. Vernestra had an apprentice in canon. And I'm pretty sure Brett dies. My bad. That might have been a spoiler alert, but yeah. Palpatine just threw lightning down and blew up the temple just as Ben escaped Luke's attempted assassination. That's just crazy. Yeah, the one thing that Legends got right is Luke is the best that ever was. That's the thing that I hate about the prequels, about the sequels, bro. Like Luke in the sequels, bro, just makes my heart ache, bro. It's like, who is this, bro? Like, bro, and they had to redeem him and to make him come through like that guy in the Mandalorian. Like, let's go. She's pretty dark if she whipped her apprentice with her lightsaber. Unless he fell to the dark side. You know? If bro was falling to the dark side and they started chunking it. You know, Obi-Wan. Oh. That would be a beautiful story, bro. Vernestra and Quimir being Obi-Wan and Anakin. Oh, bruh. They do so much due diligence with this show, bruh. It's crazy how there's so many symbolic similarities in this show to things that that happen 100 years in the future, bro. It's crazy. They did like people really hating on Leslie for what? Like for what? The only thing that I think we should hate on is that bitch ass song that they put at the end of the last episode. I fucking hate that they put that song in Star Wars, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I became a dude, bro, when I heard that song start playing. I was like, bro, ain't no fucking way they just put lyrics in Star Wars. Like, that's how I felt. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good song. It's not even a bad song. Just bad placement. Luke is the champion of the Force. Yeah, facts. What's interesting, too, is that Legends... There you go. Bro, it's okay, Matt. It's okay, G. It's all right. It's okay, bruh. Legends got revised many times even before Disney purchased Lucasfilm. Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Facts. I agree with that completely. Yeah, he had to have turned on her or something. Some of the most powerful rituals have more than just one practitioner helping a central one perform miracles. The only big problem I have with Disney is turning Luke into a pessimist. This is a guy who's seen good in Vader. He wouldn't have given up on his nephew for the split second to turn on his lightsaber. I mean... Bruh, he felt Palpatine's energy coming from Kylo Ren. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That would have me a little bit spooked too, bro. Like, you feel the energy of the strongest Sith to ever live coming from your nephew, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Whoa, what was that? Like, you know, like, I could kind of understand the reactionary concept of that. Like, to just be, like, sitting there chilling, and then all of a sudden, like, whoa, what the... Like, bruh, Spidey senses just go to 1,000 out of nowhere. Like, bruh, what the... Oh, wait. No, this is my nephew, bruh. Like, wait. But I do agree. Lame. Yeah, they did Luke dirty, bro. I think Osha is definitely a different companion for Quamir than Plagueis. I can't blame him. Yeah, exactly. And that's something that could be interesting, too. Like, can you have... I mean... I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Like, they're so big on emotion. Like, have we ever seen a Sith couple before? You know? I know there's been that Jedi couple. And we have a Jedi and a Sith couple, technically, with, like... Venestra and not Venestra, but with can't think of bruh's name, and damn, and I can't think of her name. Vestris. Darth Maul's apprentice. You know what I mean? Them too. Yo, when did Count Dooku fall from grace? Now that I think about it, because doesn't that mean they're worth more than 2 Siths at the same time? Or do they be like, you're technically my apprentice, so you're not a Sith yet, you know, like, because Darth Maul and what the heck is bruh's name? I'm pretty sure he has the worst name out of all of them. No, Darth Tyrannus. He has a dope one, actually. Because, like, Darth Maul and Count Dooku, aren't they, like, alive at the same time? Or is he technically not a Sith yet at that point? I think they actually gave us that answer in Tales of the Jedi, didn't they? And I can't remember what that answer was. Plagueis and Quamir plan to use Osha and May to learn how to make Force babies. Also, Quamir and Osha are going to plan to work together to kill Plagueis because Sith. Yeah, I could see that. But it almost felt like... I don't know, man. It kind of felt like Quamir was on a mission to get an apprentice. You know? I don't know. I could see Plagueis thinking of Quamir and Osha as just acolytes as opposed to apprentices. And either hedging his bets or more experiments to make a perfect being. That's true because he does even say it. You know, he's like, I mean, people like you would call me a Sith, so I mean, he could just be like, yo, I'm an acolyte, baby. Palpatine had Dooku. Wait, I wonder how old Mother Talzin is herself. That's a good question. That is a good question. Palpatine had Dooku, but at the same time, Dooku had Ventress. That's her name. Yeah, Palpatine had Dooku. At the same time, Dooku had Ventress because the pupil is always trying to be the master already because Sith. Isn't that crazy? So it was Palpatine, Dooku, Maul, his brother, and Ventress. We have 5 Siths that are like kind of rocking around kind of at the same time. Like that was, well, not even kind of at the same time because Darth Maul gets revived. So yeah, they were all rocking around at the same time. Crazy. Actually diabolical. If there's a story that got Luke to the point of almost killing Kylo, fine. Let's see that story. But without that story, I can't imagine it. Yeah. That's true. My favorite line in Revenge of the Sith was when Luke stops Rey from destroying the sacred Jedi text and he says, I was wrong. Hey, yeah, because Yoda pulled up on him like, bitch. Dooku first had Ventress and then Savage found Maul, and it was all a Sith schism back then in the Clone Wars? Wait, what? Star Wars was made for 12-year-olds, even if some fans don't want to admit it. Facts. One reason why I loved the Ewoks and the droids as a kid. Yo, I could not believe the droids as a kid when I was watching the prequel trilogy. Like, how they all just came out of nowhere. Like, how the shit just opened and they just lines of them. And then they were all, like, crouched and it was like... Like, that shit was hard. As a kid, I was like, oh, it's over. Like, bro, they're all gonna die. Like, that was awesome. Why did they keep showing those funny wiener birds? I don't know. That's such a good question. I think it was just to kind of show that there was life on the planet, I guess. To show that there was life of some kind on the planet. For the record, I'm quoting DBZ Abridged. I've never watched that. I've heard about that a lot, but I've never seen it. Dr. Brief says you can't kidnap orphans because no one wants them. That's crazy. Just so they can make toys of them. I guess, yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. With regards to the Jedi, we saw 2 episodes ago, and the witches, they were cadaveric. Wait, what? Cadaverific? What the hell are you talking about? We definitely have a whole season worth of questions. Facts. A whole season worth of questions. It's actually wild. Yes, Kalnaka did use his claws. That is a Mad Claw taboo. Yeah, for real. Like, yeah, bro, he's out of there. Like, he's out of there. Pretty sure Kalnaka also took the Barash vow. He probably took the vow because of him being a Mad Claw. That makes a lot of sense. Because, I mean, don't they get freaking... What is the word called? Exiled? Yeah. Don't you get exiled when you become a Mad Claw? Never heard of Mad Claws? I hang my head in nerd shame. His son was a Strand cast. Palpatine's son was a Strand cast. A clone who's genetically engineered, but had no force sensitivity. Damn. Then that son met a woman named Rey. Oh, met a woman and had Rey. Canon doesn't give nearly enough info for us to know exactly what happened with Palpatine. Yeah, they'll never. Yeah, they never do. Yeah, they don't care. Like, they care, but they don't care. Like, they give us so much information, but certain things are supposed to be left up to our own, our own perception or our own minds or guessing. There were Jedi that had affairs all the time. Dooku had an apprentice that had multiple liaisons, and he gambled too. Oh, damn. This is funny. I gotta get a belly laugh out of Sensei at least once a week. It is my purpose. Hey, that shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That orphan one was crazy. There is a legend story that gives a purpose behind Palpatine's conquering of the galaxy because he had a vision of invaders from another galaxy. Oh. That's hard. So bro went evil Jon Snow. I like that. Yuzan Vong. I always wanted there to be more of a story behind Palpatine besides pure evil. For real. Palpatine planned and thought until Return of the until Return of the Jedi. Then that suddenly stopped. I don't know. Did it? It's like poetry. It rhymes. Obi-Wan left Anakin as a flaming torso on Mustafar and didn't mercy kill him. That was rough. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Damn, that would be a dope what if. I have a couple what ifs. Like, what if the Jedi actually made Anakin a Jedi Knight or a Jedi Master instead of rejecting him? What if Obi-Wan would have mercy killed Anakin instead? Like, who would have been the one to turn to the dark side? Maybe Ahsoka? From finding out, like, Obi-Wan killed her past master or something? Like, that could be something really interesting to dive into, right? Like, wouldn't that be crazy to think about? Because, like, for all intents and purposes, at that time, Ahsoka is in a very, like, hard place. Like, the same that Anakin was in a very hard place. Though, they both were in a very hard place at that time. So, just imagine Obi-Wan killing Anakin and then trying to explain that to Ahsoka. Oh. Oh. Yo, that would have been crazy work. A dog would have been mercifully put down. I'd want to be too. Yeah, that was brutal, bro. Chopped off his arms, legs, left him with one leg by a lava pit to just die. But at the same time, bro just murdered like 1 million younglings and all the Jedi around the galaxy. So yeah, fuck Anakin. He does need to kind of suffer a little bit, you know. Song placement reminded me of what they did with the Willow series, which was an interesting experiment. I'm mad that they canceled the Willow series. I kind of was enjoying that until I stopped watching it. I guess that's why they canceled it, because people probably just stopped watching it. To be fair, it was the credits. Yeah, I understand that too. It was in the credits, and that's why I'll be a little lenient with it. But that was stupid. Especially at the end of that episode. Like, why? That shit should have been like at the end of episode 3 or something. I don't know. Or, I don't know, maybe just release it right now after the season premiere. Like, go listen to Sasha Venye's new song, The Power of Two. But nah, they had to put that song in there so they could promote it. I'll admit that it went a little too far with Luke in the sequels. However, I personally liked having some flaws in Luke. He never had that many they actually explored. I agree, giving him flaws was a W, but giving, like, his flaws turned into just terrible, terrible, terrible weaknesses instead of just, like, flaw. I don't know if that makes sense. It wasn't even a flaw. It was like it was a... I don't want to say objectified, but I don't know. It was interesting. It was an interesting take. I actually didn't have as much of an issue with it as others. It made history that way for sure, but yeah, it reminded me of them trying to figure out just what Willow was going to be. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, for all intents, I'm sorry to saying that. Yes, it did change history. And I think this show changed history for Star Wars in major ways. Like, I don't even think just with the music. Like, even with the things that were being revealed and all of that. Like, this was a huge point for Star Wars. I mean, we have not got to see these types of, like, lightsaber battles in a fat minute in live action. Because... I mean, even when we're dealing with Ahsoka as being like an OG, she's an OG. So she's not doing all that fast fighting and lightsaber action shit anymore. Like, she's an OG kind of just chilling now. As is everybody in the prequels, in the prequel era, right? No one knows how to actually fight. No one knows how to use lightsabers. So we don't get any dope-ass lightsaber battles and fights other than, like, you know, the ones where... You know, two Jedi are fighting each other, really, like with two blue lightsabers. Like you know, like we've got a couple badass fights, but not nearly enough for that to kind of be a staple of Star Wars almost. Like, it's like where Marvel is always trying to give you a huge, grandiose ending, Star Wars is not so much. You know what I mean? Like, we should have a lightsaber battle all the time. Like, give me more of the Acolyte era shit. Because this is a great era. This is an era of Jedis and Sith both being low-key at their peak-ishness, but both at a down... Like, everyone's at, like, a downfall or a come-up right now. So it's a really good point because people are going to be fighting ferociously. We get these dark Jedi stuff going on, too. Like, yeah, I'm here for it. But... guess what? The next Star Wars project that we have is probably going to have absolute... zero of lightsaber fighting in it, because the next thing that we get is the children's show that's starring Jude Law. So I just highly doubt we're gonna get any lightsaber fighting in that shit. What the hell is that called? Skeleton Crew. The Skeleton Crew. I had a Sith couple in Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars The Old Republic. Dooku's fall is a good question. He fell after Maul was dead. That was in canon now in Tales of the Jedi. Okay, I thought so. Savage Opress. Savage Oppress is crazy. Savage Oppress is crazy work. Savage Oppress is crazy work. Oh, Maul's little brother. One thing people who only saw The Last Jedi once forget is that we see two points of view of the scene where Luke almost kills Kylo. Kylo's POV shows Luke as aggressive, while Luke's POV shows him as more confused and startled. It's left up into interpretation, which is more true to reality. Exactly, and that is something that, again, that I was talking about. That's not even something that only people that have watched it once get confused of. There is half of the Star Wars fan base that does not understand POV told through narrative. It's just a fact. And that is because Star Wars is inherently for children, and children usually do not understand those grandiose storytelling methods. That's just that. And I'm not calling anyone a kid or dumb or stupid if you don't get POV. I'm just saying that your enjoyment of narrative and storytelling is that of a child's. No, I'm just playing. I guess that was kind of disrespectful. I'm just joking about that one, but you know what I'm saying? It's like that's just how it is. Maul was defeated, and then Dooku was confronted by Yaddle, and then he was made a Sith. Dooku was not impressed that Maul killed Qui-Gon, and he made that clear with Sidious. Yeah, I gotta watch that shit again. I have not watched Tales of the Empire, and I need to watch Tales of the Jedi again. I could have seen Ben attack Luke, consumed by the dark side, and Luke had no chance but to fight him, and realized he was too dangerous to live with that Skywalker potential. But that decision would... Plagueis made the Wiener Birds. Okay. Sensei is a prequel baby. I was old enough to be so excited when my parents told me they were making prequels. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, when I let me think. Yeah, I was a kid, bro. Like I was a wee lad. Yeah, because Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005, and I remember all my nerd friends that I had, because I didn't have a lot of nerd friends when I was younger, because I was, like, I remember people being like, yo, their lines were outside of the theater, and I remember, like, I think we were downtown doing something, or driving past the theater, and I just remember seeing people like decked out in like Sith garb and were dressed as Jedis and shit. I just remember that. And I was so young, so I was just like, damn. I was like, damn, this is crazy. Yeah, I think it was like 8. I think it was like 7 or 8 when Revenge of the Sith came out. And I don't think I had even watched, I think I had watched the Star Wars movies before that. But, I just engulfed everything. I got engulfed in everything. I'll personally die on the hill that George should have stuck to Wookiees in Return of the Jedi instead of Ewoks. That shit would have been cool as hell. That's always been one of my biggest complaints, and it was something that I was actually really happy about when watching. I think that's Clone Wars, is when, no, that's Revenge of the Sith, is when Yoda is just chilling with the Wookiees, and then he just chops off some clones' heads, and then he's just like, all right, let's get it. And they're like, what the fuck? But then Warwick Davis wouldn't have a career. Wookiees usually sent Mad Claws to the underforests of their homeworld, or they roam the galaxy. Damn. I don't really agree. I bet he would have had the chance in something else. A lot of people don't even know that fact to begin with. Pretty sure Corsantin from Book of Boba Fett was a Mad Claw. That's crazy. I was thinking about Corsantin. I just think that for the mastermind we know Palpatine was, with contingencies for his toilet paper running out, probably, it's weird to me that he has no backups in Return of the Jedi itself. I mean, his backup is the cloning shit that we know now, but I guess at the time, yeah, he didn't really... I mean, think about it. Did he have a contingency plan for, like, Order 66? You know what I mean? Like, what would have happened if that didn't work? I think Palpatine more so prides himself on creating plans that don't need a contingency. Like, who would he have turned to the dark side if it wasn't Anakin? I don't think he ever had his eyes on anyone else other than Anakin. I don't think it was like... You know what I mean? I think, like, his plan went exactly the way he expected it to. All the time. So when Luke comes through and throws a wrench in that plan by reigniting Vader's passion for his family, basically. That's not something that I think Palpatine could have counted on, because the contingency plan for Palpatine was either Luke kills Vader and Luke becomes Palpatine's apprentice, or Luke kills Palpatine and then Vader and Luke run the galaxy. And in my eyes, I'm pretty sure that's a win-win either way for Palpatine, you know? He just gave the rebels everything they needed with no secret backup plan apart from the fleet. It doesn't fit in my book. Yeah, it is very weird. But again, I think it's because his backup plan, neither of his backup plans involved Darth Vader. Darth Vader, who's killed Padawans, who's killed hella Jedi, who's done all these things, survived being hunted by bounty hunters and other people that wanted to be Sith. Like, he did not think that Darth Vader would ever turn to the light side. So his contingency plans were both that Darth Vader was still going to be a part of the dark side. You know what I mean? Palpatine just believed he was a superior being. He believed Force sensitives were superior to mundane people. And since he was the most powerful practitioner, exactly. I agree with that completely. With all the hate around this show, will we get a second season of this? I don't see why not. I hope Lucasfilms understands that their fans are freaking atrocious. You know? Like, I hope they understand that their fan base is just split down the middle between the atrocious and then people who just want to watch Star Wars and enjoy Star Wars. Like, people take that out of, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, people have to know that. People have to know those things. Palpatine would have revenge tortured Obi-Wan and learned about Leia. That's my what if. Oh, I don't know. I mean, think about it. The end of that scene doesn't change. I mean, that doesn't change really. None of that stuff changes. Like, Obi-Wan kills Anakin, and then he goes to see the babies. They do all the stuff. Darth Maul still does all the stuff he did. It's just Anakin is dead now. So there's some... Oh, is that what you were saying? Maybe Ezra becomes the dark side user? Ooh, or Kanan? Kanan Jarrus? Oh, that would be crazy. To see Kanan fall from grace would be heartbreaking. I would love that what if. Darth Jarrus. Nah. Darth Wolf. The song at the end of the credits from the last episode made the Power of Two sound better than in the series. I agree. This show is pointless without another season. I hate all these questions without answers. Nah, I disagree with that. I don't think it's pointless. Because we know that's Darth Plagueis, you know what I mean? I feel like this gives us enough information to set up what we already know happens 100 years in the future. Jude Law was a childhood crush, no cap. Andor didn't have lightsaber fighting, but I love it. It's such good storytelling. Yeah, but I don't think Andor is the next Star Wars show that we get. I'm pretty sure the next one that we get is the Skeleton Crew, and then I think we get Andor season 2, and then I'm pretty sure we get the Mando movie, something like that. I might be wrong. His eyes are so blue. Andor is proof Star Wars can make a good show even without lightsaber fights. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Like, Andor was fantastic. Like fantastic. For real. That shit was crazy. Even if Luke Skywalker ignited his lightsaber and ignited it over Kylo Ren over a premonition or something he sensed, whereas he went through all that effort to save his mass murderer father. Wait. Wait. Even if Luke ignited his lightsaber and ignited it over Kylo Ren over a premonition of something he sensed, he went through all of that effort to save his mass murdering father. Did he go through a lot of effort? Did he? Because they were dead ass fighting. You know, like they fought like with lightsabers. And like were fighting, throwing them. Like, if Palpatine wasn't electrocuting Luke and torturing him, I don't think Darth Vader would have been like, oh, man, that's my son. You know? It was only because he was like, Father, please help me. You know, that all of that is what really got to Anakin or got to Vader, bro. Like, if they would have just hinged up Luke, you know what I mean, and just put him on the little stretcher thing they put Rey on in the other movie, and they just start like trying to get into his mind and shit. I think Vader would have been like, join me, son. That's all you gotta do. You know, like I think that's the path that would have went. It is damning, but I don't know. I was in Japan when Revenge of the Sith came out. It was awesome to experience seeing how Star Wars transcended the language barrier. Yeah, that's actually pretty dope. That is actually pretty dope. I should go to sleep. It's almost 6 a.m. for me? Damn, Sephiroth. It's 9 p.m. PST for me. It's crazy that it's so late for you. What the hell? But we have been going at it for 3 hours, so... Hey, it's a season finale, baby. That's how we do. And tomorrow, we'll be checking out the season finale for none other than The Boys. That'll be happening at 11:30. I don't know why it says 9:30. It's supposed to be 11:30 at PST. I'm really excited for that. I hope y'all are pumped. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Not to mention, if it had been Wookiees on Endor, it would have given Chewie more of an actual personal story instead of feeling more like a mascot in a way. I think that they do a good job in the sequels of letting Chewie feel like what he feels like. You know, like a mythical creature that we have no idea what's going on. Like, to me, Chewbacca, like the Wookiees are the only ones that never felt like aliens. I don't know if that makes sense to me. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but they're the only ones that never felt like aliens. The same way like how the Bendu is not like an alien. You know what I mean? He's like a mythical creature. That's the same vibe that I get from the Wookiees. Like, these are not an alien. This is not an alien species. These are like a mythical, magical creature that have their own... I don't know. I really wish we would have just I live for Wookiee lore, for real. If Lucas had Wookiees instead of Ewoks in Return of the Jedi, I would have had no Ewoks cartoons to grow up with that led me to the old trilogy. Oh, I see. Palpatine would have used Kylo's experiments from the comics or his Inquisitors to pick up the slack for a lack of Vader until he found someone like Luke. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that his entire plan hinged on having an apprentice, him having someone under him that he could take over with. Like, he literally goes through apprentices. I think if that was the case, he would have just did it with Darth Maul, or he would have just did it with Count Dooku. But he was looking for something specific. You know what I mean? He was looking for something specific in order to have that rule of two really be in place. Palpatine did not anticipate Anakin getting Skywalkered on Mustafar. Yeah, exactly. That's true. But he kind of did, because he had the suit ready for him. So it's like, bruh, anything happens, I'm throwing him in the suit. Like, if anything occurs, I'm throwing him in the suit. Wouldn't it have made sense for Palpatine to have put a second shield generator on the other side of Endor, or one of the other moons, for example? Nah, I think it's because, again, it's like his plan literally, like, look, you have to look more. You're looking at how his plan went wrong instead of focusing on all the things that the good side had to do to defeat his plan. Do you know what I mean? Like, they had to do everything right in order to win because his plan was, like, literally sealed tight. Like, so they had to do all these other things in order to win. There was no other way. Like, all these things had to occur the way that they did in order for them to win, because they were against all odds, because Palpatine has all of these backup plans. How many people have seen the Star Wars Xmas special? No, I've never seen it. I want to, though. Maybe I'll do a Patreon watch party for that this Christmas. I traumatized myself? That's crazy. You have a fair point, though. I'll give you that. Hey, all I'm here to do is make fair points, brother. My parents had it on VHS. I saw it when I was 5, I think. Yeah, my grandma had it on VHS, too. That's where I first saw it. I first saw the movies on VHS, and then I was like, Mom, this shit is amazing. And then, after I told her that, you feel me? Got the OG box. I don't know if this is the OG one, but you know how to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that. Whoa! Yo, I forgot I had this. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot this was back there. I need to have this a little bit more predominantly. This might be one of my pride and joys, baby. There's some water damage on it though, but I mean, hey, what can you do? I'm pretty sure this is the original DVD, the DVD box set. I'm pretty sure that's the original DVD box set. I might be wrong. I got it as a bootleg DVD because I had to see it. I had to see it all. I had to see it all. Wait, what does that mean? Yo, what the hell does that mean? Matt, what are you saying, bro? What is this? What does that mean, bro? What are you saying, G? What does this mean? Darth Leia? Ooh. Yeah, I always forget Leia has those force powers and shit. That would be awesome. Like, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm a sucker for the villains winning, bro. Like, imagine Luke turning to the dark side with Vader, and then Leia being the chosen one. Oh my God. Like, I need to write that book, bro. Like, or if it's legend somewhere, I need to read it. Like, I need that. Like, oh, that's so fire. There were many times Leia could have fallen. Facts. I agree with that. Hella times she could have fallen. Like, imagine if she manifested her powers after seeing Alderaan get destroyed. That would have been peak. Force choking Tarkin? Yo, that would have been wild. Hey, welcome to the super fam. I'm sorry, I can't read your name. It's kind of small on my side. Let me see if I can bring up the feed. Is that the feed? No. It's over here. Hold on, I definitely want to say your name and shout you out for joining the super fam. So let me just bring this up real quick. Continue. Alert box. Nope. Skip that shit. There we go. Recent events. Damn. Oh, it was Sephiroth. Yo, shout out to Sephiroth for the subscribing, man. Welcome to the super fam, Sephiroth. I appreciate you, G. I gotta get this in my OBS. Why isn't it there? No, I don't want to pop out the recent events. I want to, like, copy this shit. Oh, maybe that is what I wanted to do. And then can I copy this? No, I don't think that's going to happen the way I think it is. Docs. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen the way I wanted to. Okay, all right, let's see. Jump back into it. I'm very answer driven. It's my personality. I feel that. I think we got all the answers we needed, though. Like, for this season, we got all the answers that we needed. Vader realizing her potential and turning her over to himself or Palpatine and the Inquisitors. Vader realizing her potential. Oh, yeah, that would have been lit. Yeah, that would have been lit. Okay, so, like, imagine if she manifested her powers after seeing Alderaan get destroyed and starts force-choking Tarkin, and then Vader realizes her potential, turning her over to himself or Palpatine and the Inquisitors. Yeah, that would have been freaking heat. Father and daughter freaking Sith team? Oh, my God, bruh. I think I'd prefer that over him and Luke. What's Unk? What's up? Unk is crazy. Yo, what's up with a sniff? No, I get what you mean. It's late for me since I'm in the Netherlands. So sleep for me. Good night, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Sephiroth. Thank you for tuning in with us, G. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for joining the super fam. And I hope you get some good sweepy weepy, brother. I saw the holiday special on a bootleg DVD. My parents rented Star Wars for us from Hollywood movies in the early 90s. The Star Wars holiday special. Excuse me. The Star Wars holiday special was more lore that I had to see, and I paid for it. That is not the OG box because it's not a VHS. It's an OG box for the DVD. Do you even own a VCR? Why the f*** would I own a VCR? What the hell? What the hell? Do I look 38? Do I look 57? Do I look like I'm freaking recording episodes of Good Times? Do I look like I'm recording episodes of Golden Girls on VHS? Do I look like I'm about to go and watch Titanic? Do I look like I'm about to watch The Parent Trap on VHS? Do I look like I'm about to go watch 30 episodes of Mary-Kate and Ashley? Bruh, nah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Why would I have... why would I have a VHS? I don't even know what VHS stands for. No. Isn't it like video home system? Nah, who cares? Wait, who cares? Yo. What? What? I need no, there's no reason for me to have a VHS. That is the OG box to me. I remember watching that movie though and being like, bro, this is peak cinema. Like, whoa. Leia goes ham in a couple of legend stories. I don't think I've ever read a legend story ever. But I'm a lore junkie, so that's why I know so much stuff. Because I am a lore junkie. Like, world building is everything to me, bro. Like, Whoa. Like, lore and world building is what I live for. Leia was a powerhouse in Legends, and when she finally quit politics. Oh. That's dope. Palpatine had a backup plan on Endor that worked. He just didn't plan on an Ewok uprising. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they had all of the things going for them. Those legions of his best troops all killed by Ewoks and eaten. I don't think enough people think about that, but the Ewoks 100% were eating the stormtroopers, you guys. Like, they were about to eat Luke and Han and shit. Like, before they found out that C-3PO was, like, their chosen one. They were about to eat them. They 100% had some stormtrooper stew that night. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but that's what happened. Like, you know, they're all, like, you know, there's, like, helmets on, like, the pikes, and they're all, like, playing drums on them and stuff. That's because the people that were inside of those suits are dead and being digested at the Ewok festival to celebrate their victory. I hope you guys know that. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's what's going on. Goddamn teddy bears. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Goddamn teddy bears. The Ewoks held the territorial advantage. They knew the land, and they committed guerrilla warfare, and the stormtroopers vastly underestimated them, and they got ate because of that. This isn't even going into my Ewoks cartoon where they had their own magic. What the what? Some of the shamans anyway? Oh, so magic has been in Star Wars for a minute. Combine that with the rebels coordinating them, and what you get is a disaster. And you know what? It's kind of crazy. That makes me just think about how, like, Star Wars, you know, like there's so much stuff in Legends that gets accepted, but then when the same thing is done in canon, it's like, no, this is atrocious. This is a travesty. You know, it's like they want Legends to be canon, but then when space zombies become canon, it's like, this sucks. But it's like, bro, wasn't there zombies in Legends? Like, or was that made up? You know, like, why are there witches and dark magic? Like, bro, wasn't there dark magic and witches in Legends? What are we talking about? Like, what do we really want here? What do we want? For the Empire. Good times. Yo, for real. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, I'm trying to come home early from school so I can catch the new episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel attacked. I love this rant so much, and I am old. That whole rant got to be a TikTok. Hey, bet. Just for y'all, I got you. I got you. I got you. There we go. Am I 38? Any Betamax people here? That was before me. Betamax? What the hell are y'all talking about, bro? Talking about Baymax from Big Hero 6? Remember turning the TV to channel 3 to play video games? I do remember that. I ain't gonna lie. I do remember that. I do remember having to turn the channel to 3 for video games. Going to my friend's house that had video games because they was older than me. Because I didn't have no video games. Until I did, and then I was like, oh, this is it for life. I'm never doing anything else. I still have my old systems. I have a SNES, and I still switch the channel. That's freaking awesome. Yellow, white, and red, baby. Yellow, white, and red. My favorite scene in Star Wars is the Ewok playing the drums on the Stormtrooper helms. Well, just know that all of those Stormtroopers just were ate and are being actively digested by the Ewoks. That is so dark, and it's something that I don't think, like, why did no one ever talk about that before? Like, why was that never, I don't think I've ever heard anyone, like, bring that up as a point of conversation. My brother has our launch in N64, and it still works. He used to speedrun GoldenEye. Yo, GoldenEye got one of the hottest tracks in history. Like that pause music is just crazy. That doom 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 doom. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyone play the Battlefront 2 Ewok Hunt scenario? Try playing a Stormtrooper. It was the best horror game I played in a long time. Those little bastards come out of nowhere. No, I never heard of that. But Battlefront 2 is a freaking fire game. That's something I'm really pissed we haven't got. It's like a straight one, like a 1v1 game where you're just fighting against Star Wars characters. Like, bro, we need that. Like the mobile game they just made, they need to make that for Star Wars on a higher scale. For sure. For Shazley. Like For Honor, but 4 lightsabers. That would be freaking dope. That would literally be dope as hell. All right. Hey, we got any plans for Reader Wednesday? Not this week. No, not this week. No plans for the Reader Wednesdays this week. Reading Wednesday. No. Oh, that's why I keep saying Reading Wednesday like that, because of Reading Rainbow. Okay. I was like, why do I keep saying Reading Wednesday like that? But that's why, because of Reading Rainbow. Yo, you don't even know how much that was making my brain hurt. Now I got to make a Reading Rainbow logo, but it has to say Reading Wednesday. Yep, that's the next thing I got to do for sure. Yeah, reading the next. We might do Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna lie, we might do Game of Thrones for our next From Watcher to Reader series, but I'm honestly not sure. I think our next episode of Reading Wednesday will be for my book stuff. Probably next week. But, you know, people don't give a hell about my book, so probably nobody's going to show up. But after that, it should be probably starting in August, we can, like, do Game of Thrones From Watcher to Reader. I think I want to put out a couple polls, like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, I can't think of the show that I was watching that's in space that I liked a lot. Because there are already some books that there's already movies that I've read already. I've already watched a lot of movies that are books. So I feel like we could maybe pick something from there. And I know Game of Thrones is probably going to be the one that goes crazy. So we can either do a new From Watcher to Reader series, or we can go into like Stormlight Archive or something like that. I'm really not sure. But I do want some books. I do want to get to reading. It's been a minute. And I do want to comic book club. Comic book club is going to start popping. My local comic book clubhouse. Comic book clubhouse? Yeah, comic book clubhouse is an actual comic store here in my city where I live, and I want to kind of do something with them with new comic books. You know what I mean? With like a comic book thing or something like that. So. You know, there's a lot of experimenting that's about to go on. Maybe I've been thinking about making some new YouTube channels and stuff like that, specifically for like the booktube stuff, because I know I got like a lot of people that only come around for book club, and that's like, and I never see them other than for book club. And then I got some people that only come around for like the Marvel Bros, like for Marvel movies and Marvel shows, and they don't come around for anything else. You know what I mean? So either I'll like lean into that a little bit more and just keep doing everything the way that we've been doing, or kind of trying to, you know, dedicate specific things to specific times. But only time will tell what the actual, you know, what a good idea is there, or what the plan can actually be in that light, in that vein. So we'll see what's crickling and crackling there. I want to know if I should order anything for next week. Before we get into an actual book, like, as soon, like, when we actually start doing a book, before we do an actual book, we'll do a dedicated stream on a Reading Wednesday to figure out what book we're actually going to be getting into. With the rainbow and everything, maybe. It's possible. Seriously, look it up. Ewok Hunt. It puts you on Endor as a stormtrooper, and then night falls. Oh my god, that sounds crazy, Nate Dogg. I just noticed your name was Nate Dogg. What the fuck? I just noticed your name was Nate Dogg USA, bro. I have not been paying attention. Whew. I think Brandon Sanderson would be better for your channel strategically. I feel that. You're right, actually. You're hella right about that. I forgot. We were going to do the Stormlight Archive next, huh? Or not the Stormlight Archive, the Mistborn trilogy. Yeah, that is next on the... I forgot that this was next on the list. That's my bad. So we can either start with Mistborn. Okay, I know exactly what we'll do for our next Reading Wednesday. Yep, all right. Thank you, Marisu. You just helped me figure it out. Let me write that down real quick, because, yeah, we are going to do Brandon Sanderson, but it's just a case of where we are going to start with Brando Sando Book Club. What is this shit called? Cosmere? I don't know if I can do anything with Cosmere. That's not a very... Cosmere Wednesday? That sounds terrible. Cosmere Monday sounds better, but we're not doing book club on a Monday. That's never going to work. Whoa. Oh, no! Well, there goes my marker. Yo, I was not ready for that. I'd love to do a comic book. I haven't read for intermission, though. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm going to, like, do a comic book thing. Like, what I want to do is I want to make similar videos to how R.I.P. to the guy, Benny, a.k.a. the comic historian, was making. I want to do stuff like that for comics. I'm not going to lie. I've always wanted to do stuff like that for comics. Like, always. That was the first thing I wanted to do before I started doing all the other stuff with YouTube. I wanted to read comics and do stuff like that. Like Comic Story and Comics Explained. I wanted to do the stuff that they do. That's how it all kind of started. But I just talk. I love to talk and discuss stuff so much that, you know what I mean? Like, that's the direction that it ended up going in instead. Is that, like, I just love nerding out and discussing stuff with other nerdy people. So, but I do want to do that when it comes to the comic books. You know, like, I think I might jump in there with the Ultimate run that's going on right now. I know we just got the Ultimate Hawkeye recently. And so I'm super excited for that. Yo, shout out to Nate Dogg USA for the follow, for subscribing to the Superfam. Welcome to the Superfam, brother. Make sure y'all join the Discord if you ain't in there already. If you guys are in the Discord, please help me to keep the conversation going in that thing. I'm always trying to get the discussion popping. For real. I'd also float his Dark Materials prequels once again. Yo, Marisu, me and you are going to have to just do a one-on-one book club for that. I'm telling you. Yeah, hey, Marisu, I feel like it's been a really long time since I've got on you about not being in the Discord. So I feel like this is a good time to do it. Come on, Marisu, jump into the Discord already. Girly, what's going on? Come on, girl. I remember you said you tried to make one time and it didn't work. I told you, I'll have Remy make you an account and I'll drop it under our little comment thread on that YouTube video that I ain't looked at in 3 years. You feel me? Still waiting on you, Marisu. Hey, it's been a minute since I said something. I ain't called you out in a little while, so I just had to say something. Especially after you abandoned me for the last, 2 weeks. I was all alone. I didn't know if you was okay. I didn't know what was happening. The Book of Dust. Yo, you want me to read this book so bad. And not only do you want me to read this book, you also want to talk to me about this book. I can tell. Okay, for Brando Sando, Mistborn is the most logical place to start. Yeah, that's what I think too. But I know that a couple of the books that he just came out with are kind of standalones, so that might be a good way to get, you know, that big chunk of the audience in first. Is like by reading like Yumi and the Nightmare Painter or something like that, because I'm pretty sure that doesn't have any actual. Well, I know like some of the characters are connected to the Cosmere or something. I don't know. But what we'll do, because I think if anything, we will try to start book club in August, like August 1st vibes. Not August 1st, but in August, so that would be like August 7th. Because I really like when we can start it at the beginning of the month, because then it works really well. Like it just works well. So yeah, I think that'll be the vibe. Like start August 7th for book club. Oh, my marker. I was looking for my marker and I just chucked it behind my desk. What was that? August. So what is that? 8/7/24. Bam. You should. R.I.P. Comic Storian. Yeah, for real. And I mean, you guys have heard me do like just some voices messing around and stuff, and I have been wanting to dabble into getting into like voice acting things, and I think me like doing that type of shit would maybe help me kind of get a little bit more comfortable with doing that stuff. You know? Wait, what, Marisu? Wait, what are you saying? Why are you yelling? you must be perturbed. I don't know. It worked for me. Marisu, I know you're an old lady. You just gotta. There's this thing though that phones have nowadays, and they're called applications. You can take this application, right? You can go to, usually your phone has this thing, you know, like it's an app store or Google Play Store. I feel like you have an Android. You seem like you might have an Android. No disrespect by that. I'm just saying. You can go to that Google Play Store. You can type in Discord, and then you can download the app like that. And if that doesn't work, just go to discord.com and then go that way. Safari is kind of trash. That might be why. Safari is ass cheeks. That's how I know. That's how I know you're elderly. Using Safari. Safari is crazy. It'd be like that. Oh no, I'm giving away my inexperience. Yo, I see now, Marisu. I'm like, oh, okay. I really gotta walk you through this one. They didn't teach us this shit in school? Yo, that's because computers weren't invented yet. How could they teach you how to use something that wouldn't be invented for another 7 years? Woo. I'm glad I found your channel, bro. I was looking for a place to geek out on Acolyte, but I went through 5 different channels and it was all haters. Thanks for being a positive person. Keep it up. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate you for that, for real. Big shout out to you, man. I appreciate you for your kind words, brother. Hey, I try to, I try, bro. I'm not going to lie. I try to stay positive about the things that's going on because I know people can be easily negative with it, and there's no reason to be. We can hate on everything if we want to. There's always a reason to hate, but finding that reason to love something, finding the reason to like something, finding a reason to enjoy something, and honestly, I don't think people need a reason to enjoy something. I think that's kind of why shit is so messed up right now, is because everybody is looking for a reason to enjoy. It's like, why should I enjoy this? It's like, because it's fun, and you don't want to be fucking lame. Like, that's why want to enjoy it, you know? Like, but hey, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So we always try to be positive. I listen to all thoughts, all theories, all opinions. I never try to downplay anything. I love to talk shit out, because talking stuff out with you guys helps me myself understand things a little bit more the majority of the time. So yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro, and welcome to the fam, and I hope to see you back again. I remember keyboarding classes. Nah, that's crazy. Okay, Marisu, I really don't know what might be the issue for you there. You might really have to just go to do you not have any other social media? I think you told me that already. You might just have to really just go to discord.com and download the there's also a computer app. So if your browser stuff isn't working, just go to discord.com. Just go to discord.com, like, without even clicking the link that I put in there, because you don't have an account. So when you click the link, like the link that I'm putting in there takes you to my server, but you don't have a Discord account, so it's not going to take you to my server. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, it should prompt you to make an account, but if it's not doing that, I'm not sure. Try to click that link and see what goes down. And again, anybody else that's up in here in this G thing, yo, oh no, this is my old link. You can also follow me on all social media stuff as well. OMG, was it really that simple all this time? Yeah, Marisu, you're old. I'm sorry, you're an old lady. I'm sorry, you're an old lady. Yo, all these years, yo. You've been a part of the super fam for like 4 years now, I feel like. And this whole time, that was the only thing you had to do. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Well, Marisu, I hope to see you in the Discord. After you make your account, even if this live isn't still up, the Discord link should be under literally every video that I have up. It should be on the YouTube channel somewhere, so you should easily be able to get in there. Maybe I should just stay live and help you out with any issues you might have. Maybe I should just change the title to "Helping Marisu with Tech Stuff." I low-key almost started crying just now because that was hella funny. But Marisu said, "Is that all? Was it that simple this whole time?" I don't know why Discord didn't prompt you to create a new account though, because I think that's what should have happened. Like, because the link is going straight to my Discord. You should have clicked it, and then it should have noticed that you didn't have an account, and then it should have just ding ding ding. You know, it should have just automatically. Yo, I'm sorry, but that is actually comedy. Like, that shit is hella funny. That is actually hella funny, bro. Oh man. Woo, that was a good laugh. That was a really good laugh, yo. Ooh. All right. Well, Marisu, I hope to see you in the Discord soon. I'm about to Oh man, yeah. I hope to see you in the Discord too. See. Okay, I'm making progress. Awesome, Marisu. That's all we need to know. What have you been saying about me? Yo, Marisu, you have graduated into Grandpa Mary. Grandma Mary. Grandma Sue. That's it. Granny Sue. That's it. Granny Sue. Oh, snap. Yo, Granny Sue. Oh. I am joining you, Marisu. I have just joined the Discord. Don't worry, there is a learning curve. Oh yeah, there's a huge learning curve. I'm not even gonna pretend that there's not. Like, trust me, Discord is confusing as hell. Like it is. Like, and I'm gonna go through and revamp my Discord so it's less confusing very soon. But that ain't today, so sorry about that. It can be done. I will watch the replay and get my revenge. I had a root canal today. I don't need this. Hey, damn, Marisu. Hey, look. So wait, you telling me that you already one step closer to getting dentures? Getting teeth pulled already, huh? Yo. Yo, already. Hey, I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying. Hey, it is what it is, yo. Oh, bruh. Those were some really good laughs, Marisu. I appreciate you very much for those laughs. I hope to see you in Discord later, yo. I'm for real. Yeah, she will get a kick out of it. Yo, you don't even know. I'm about to go tell her right now. I'm about to be like, yo, you won't believe. Marisu didn't know this whole time. She was just clicking the. She was like, why can't I get in the server? You ain't got no account. You gotta have an account. You trying to enter the theme park without a ticket. They ain't gonna let you do it. Man, that shit was comedy. Woo! Oh man, that was really funny. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why that was so funny, but it was. Yo, but with all that being said, yo, Marisu, I really hope you get it. I hope you get that shit situated. I am dragging this out a little bit just in case you need my help. I am talking shit, but I will help you realistically if you need my help. That's why I'm kind of dragging it out a little bit here at the end. I can't just say message me on Discord if you need help because you don't know how. Okay. I'm done. That was my last joke. I promise. I'm getting lightheaded. Okay. Whew. All right. All right, yo. We'll reconvene on the next book club if I need help, Marisu. If that is like 3 weeks away. If it takes you 3 weeks to get into the Discord, just forget it. If it takes you 3 weeks to make an account and get in there now, just forget it. All right. Oh. Bro, I have hope now. I'll give it my all. All right, bet. All right. Well, before we leave, before we get out of here, this is for y'all real quick. Oh, wait, no. That's not for you. Here we go. This is for y'all. It's not the OG box because it's not a VHS. It's an OG box for the DVD. Do you even own a VCR? Why the f would I own a VCR? What the hell? What the hell? Do I look 38? Do I look 57? Do I look like I'm freaking recording episodes of Good Times? Do I look like I'm recording episodes of Golden Girls on VHS? Do I look like I'm about to go and watch Titanic? Do I look like I'm about to watch The Parent Trap on VHS? Do I look like I'm about to go watch 30 episodes of Mary-Kate and Ashley? Bruh, nah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
If you guys would like to support Marv Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.